Last time, the crew made their way to Burning Man.
Bonnaroo. So anyways, the two biggest fighters are currently unconscious at the mercy.
And the strongest fighter is pretending to be a fire cultist.
So this is a question okay, I'm going to start this off with you guys are unconscious and you guys have pretty much made your way to the perimeter of this great big festival. For the two that are unconscious, roll constitution checks to see if the noise and music and cheering and all around good time has woken you up.
I just realized we're at Firefest.
Yep, you're at Burning Man.
Alternate timeline.
Nope, you're still out.
Both sevens. That's awesome.
You're both still out.
Yes.
I did get a turtle dropped on me, so I'm not complaining.
And the turtle dropped from high ground, so that makes sense
feet.
too.
Yeah,
You're fucking beaten.
yeah.
See, I've heard when the base drops, but not when the turtle drops.
When the Groc drops.
Well, now we're at Burning Man, so we'll hear the burst. We'll get to hear the bass drop too.
No, this is Firefest. This isn't Burning Man.
Alternate timeline. Where it was actually good.
The book genuinely has giant figurines in the shape of people that are on fire. So while these two people are still unconscious, being dragged across, see, now in this case you can't swim because there's not really any water in this plane of fire. You guys are currently being dragged all the way up and up.
In his unconscious stupor, Hathor mumbles something about supporting local businesses.
As I mentioned before, I'm not even going to make you guys roll, except for you two who are unconscious. It is an absolute party going on. There are pyres in all areas. This place is so well lit up. You hear like bongo drums.
All right, how many other tieflings are there? How many other tieflings are here?
I don't know. Roll me a perception check with disadvantage because this is on a hill.
For fuck's sake, don't fuck me!
7's okay.
Wow, triple sevens. Maybe we'll get a natural 20 with those triple sevens next.
Yeah, I'm waiting
It
for
only counts if
the
guy rolls 3 sevens in a row.
I'm waiting for the money to start flying out of my my computer screen because we got the triple sevens.
Groc
I'm
vomits
throwing
up a
money
whole
at
ton
my
of coins.
screen, but nothing's happening.
Yeah, like
Hold
come
on. Hold on, let me slap my blue eyes keychain against it. See if it'll give me money.
Yeah.
Give
Come
me
on,
money.
I have an
I'm doing
out-of-state convention next week. Come on, please.
Yep.
I have one in 2 months. Yeah.
And out of
Let's go to City
You
Comic
do see a tiefling. You see a red tiefling over at. Oh, definitely not there. You see a red tiefling at HC2, just hanging out there. It's kind of far away, so you don't really exactly. You can't exactly see what's going on. That's a good. Each grid, it's not on this map, but it's in my book. Each square is 10 feet, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70.
Huh.
About good 70 feet away as you guys are starting to make your way up. You're not exactly sure if you have the time to run the 70 feet towards HC2 because what's his face? It's been fucking 2 months. I don't even remember
I think
that
it was
one
just,
cult.
I think it was just Fire Cultist Initiate or something.
Sure, we're
It was
gonna
like
go with
fucking
that.
Pete or Jeff. It was Pete or Jeff or something.
I know
It's
we should call him Bernie.
Bernie.
Bernie
Bernie
Bros.
What's
Sanders.
Bernie? Bernie Sanders.
Weekend
Bernie
at
Cinders.
Bernie's.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I was gonna suggest El Jefe, but that works too.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, we'll call him Bernie
Yeah,
Cinders.
why not El Chapo?
No, because Bernie Cinders is a better fire pun.
I know. I like that too. That's why I'm fine.
Don't be my people. We shall bring socialism.
Anyways,
So I will
Okay.
describe this. Visible through the haze
Uh,
that covers the hill is a square tower ringed by ruined walls. In front of the tower burns a bonfire shaped like a fiery giant. Scattered on the slope below the tower are 7 bonfires with tents clustered around them. Humanoid figures huddle near these closer fires. A trail leads up the hillside encampments. As I said, you hear music and you hear drums, you hear singing, you hear laughter, you hear yelling, you hear roaring, you hear God knows what's happening at this point.
There's at least 3 orgies happening all at once.
It's pretty smoky here. I'm not saying it's like Silent Hill level of smoke.
It's Burning Man level of smoke, isn't it?
You have no idea what the fuck is in the air. It could be drugs. It could be fire. It could be burnt food. It could be dust. It could be magic.
All of the above.
Yeah.
There's at least one guy trying to fuck a campfire.
That's probably something
cinders.
a fire cultist would do.
Ow.
Can
Well, tieflings. Well, thing is, tieflings can fuck a fire.
Hey, what do you call a tiefling rogue? A thiefling.
No, you call them. No, you call them the fucking average thing people usually play tieflings as.
no, the common thing now is tiefling bards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Ghost, I'd like to look around to see if anyone's carrying, like, other than us.
Yeah.
I want to see if anyone else is carrying weapons around the festival.
Yeah, go for it. Roll that perception check.
I guess I will too, since I'm awake.
12.
You see a couple people, but you don't like see giant swords or anything. You see like a staff or like a quarter staff or like a magic staff every now and then. Too much smoke. You're really low to the ground. These are really steep hills. As you can see on this map, some of the paths curve around to the sides. You can't always see.
Oh.
Pride's gonna get a better idea. With that 18, I'm gonna reward you with a second roll to roll an Arcana.
Oh yes, I'm good at this. And
You don't, because you did not see too many weapons. You had a natural instinct to kind of like stick your finger in your mouth, get it wet, and hold your finger up to the air to kind of get a feel of what's going on. And your magic senses are telling you that this seems to be more magic, enchantment, and fun kind of situation than hurly-burly. Although with that 18, the roaring that you hear probably tells you that there is some sort of hurly-burly going on around here, but you can't exactly see. As I said, there are.
He puts his finger in his mouth and like his finger actually comes out drier than before, or because of the
fire plane.
nature of the fire plane, yeah.
So at
this
this
point's just a party.
At this point, you guys would have probably. I'll read you HC1 real quick because you would have started there, and then I'm going to move off to HC3. At HC1, you would have passed by 4 robed humans, 2 male and 2 female. They chant as they stand around a bonfire. On the periphery of the firelight are 2 massive elk, placidly just chewing. Yes, you're in the plane of fire, but they're fucking deer around here.
Specifically, 2 giant elk.
Yep.
Huh.
You know what? I'm gonna be nice because your perception
fucking
check.
seen those shit before.
Because your perception check was so nice, you notice these elk aren't your average standard forest elk. You notice like where their antlers would be, little tiny little flame tips. You notice like each of their little the points on their antlers almost look like candles. Being the
So
plane
they're
of fire.
on fire too. Fun.
Yeah, but they don't seem to care.
It's Flame Stag from Mega Man X2.
Okay,
well,
sure.
At least
on fire.
well, at least we haven't seen a fire bear.
A sea bear.
I couldn't
Or
bear
a
with
magma bear.
So as you guys have moved past and you saw the robed figures, you're currently at the crossroads of H3 right now. And again, I'm gonna let roll me new perception checks. The three of you guys, because it's a new thing to look at.
It's
17.
gonna be shit.
Also in Groc's
I called it.
in
Yay
Groc's
me.
in Groc's stupor, he's you hear him mumbling about eating locally sourced produce.
Jeez, he really is out of it.
Dang. Well, I mean, he's a farmer, so.
No, he's not. He's a bouncer. We've been over this.
Oh, right. We didn't do the farmer thing. I forgot about this.
No.
It's been so long.
No, his
All right,
other
Ren.
character. Yes, sorry, go on.
Norfinas, with your good 17 perception check, I'm even going to read off a bit of HC. Starting off with H3, I meant to say H6. HC3, you see two rugged humans sitting near a large bonfire. They're sparsely dressed, and they're very hairy. And you're kind of thinking to yourself, for fuck's sakes, you guys are hairy. It's goddamn hot down here. How the hell? Whatever. But then you get...
Are those the fire bears?
Yes, they're definitely the fire bears.
Oh god, back
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Bear and fire.
Smokey the Bear.
Oh, I can see that you put in good use to those fucking.
Only you
Ghost.
can start forest fires.
Yes, Adam.
Only you can fuck forest fires.
God.
So, Ghost, are you gonna post a picture of what they look like?
I think Ren would probably get in trouble on YouTube if I posted half-naked, hairy
Men.
bear men.
No, the magma bears.
Oh, that. These aren't magma bears.
He was just joking.
This is a bad joke that they're two hairy gay men.
Yeah.
Oh.
That level of bear.
So things really are getting hot.
They're just extremely hairy.
Anyways,
Before you guys opened the door with that crack about the 3 orgies.
Yeah.
So Norfinas, you can just barely see off to HC6, and you can see 3 people are currently sleeping around the bonfire.
Wait,
but then yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. If this is site-based, then it's a 21 because I got the Eyes of the Eagle. I get advantage.
These have all been site-based.
Okay, yeah.
The number one, you see 3 people sleeping around the bonfire, where a 4th one is leaning on a staff. This person, non-gendered. That's not me spoiling anything. It's just non-gendered. This person clearly is bored out of their mind, considering all the party and goodness going on around them.
Do they look out of place or want to be there?
The guy that's leaning on the stick they look like they're sweating more compared to like the hairy men or the other people in robes. This one's just sweating. Oh, I'm gonna just check something because of your previous perception. 15's fine. So currently you guys are still standing around in the crossroads before starting to slowly make your way up to H1. Bernie Cinders, he's going on about how he thinks you guys would really like the boss, that once you get up to the camp, that he's sure he would absolutely welcome you into the cult.
Yeah, before we make it fully up, I'm gonna hit fucking Groc and Hathor to try and wake him up.
Sure. Give me a Constitution save for the 2 of you guys.
Does Norfinas see this?
What's your passive?
Passive is 18.
Yeah, you would definitely see that.
I would.
Hold on.
I would gesture. Ooh.
Want to try and be stealthy about
Then
it?
you would roll stealth.
You don't roll deception, you roll stealth, dude.
Yeah.
That's what stealth is all about.
Fine.
Oh, by 1 you fail.
Shit. Oh well, close. Surprisingly.
I will actually stop Pride. Like, I'll just... What would you try to do to wake him up? Would you just, like, push your hand on him and shake them, or what would you do?
No, I'd hit him with my cane.
Wow,
I do like a hand gesture to sort of wave off, saying, no, don't do it. Just leave him be, sort of thing.
Better to wake him up now before we go into the lion's den.
Pineapples.
Maybe not a good idea to have them up in case they try anything.
They get aggressive, or
yeah.
Plus, like, I'll whisper to Pride.
Yes, because Groc is such a violent being.
I'll whisper to Pride. I'll take their stuff. Just say we disarm them, and then I'll try and sort something out later to get them out. They're better off unconscious as they are.
Yeah, and what if they want to kill them right on the spot? Quite frankly, we can have them keep their eyes closed, but
they're
still be awake, just in case.
Hathor is a paladin, and they probably want to interrogate him, and honestly, they'll probably want to try and find out more information about Groc, so they're not going to kill him outright. Especially if you just let me play up my part.
Norf, so far, we've encountered basically almost all of the cults at this point, save one. They all still have that insane murderousness to them. Quite frankly, better to play it safe than try and take guesses at what could happen.
If you want reassurances, I will say I'll try and convince them to let me escort them to the prison cells, at the very least, and let
Norf,
me.
Here's the thing: what if they see through your disguise? I'd rather not take chances.
You remember?
Kill farms.
You remember the last time when we encountered a cult and I managed to get, and I was the only one that wasn't captured? The only time I was discovered was by Benedict, and that was completely by accident.
Yes, but that's still not a guarantee that you won't this time. Or the next. I prefer to play it safe.
So are you two just staring lovingly into each other's eyes, or are we going to go inside?
I think at this point,
Fine, have it your
Bernie
way.
Cinders is kind of like wondering what the hell you guys are going on about.
Yeah, Dynn can't hear this either, so I'm pretty sure I'm just staring at them, just like.
Fine, have it your way.
Oh.
Does Bernie actually ask me what's going on, or is he just like wondering what the hell?
I think Bernie's too stupid. I remember it's been a while since we played, but I think I remember Bernie had always been stupid.
He's always
basically this whole time. So this whole time, Dynn just took out one of his sticks he still had left over, lit it on fire, and is just basically moving it around, just getting Bernie's attention, just letting him watch the stick. Hey, follow the light, boy.
That would probably work honestly on Bernie.
Yeah,
I've always made him super pyromaniac. The fact that he's like even here at Burning Man with all these bonfires all around, he is like a kid in a candy shop, and all the candy is free. He's like,
and on fire.
Yeah.
That one, they're burning mahogany wood.
Oh, do they have fireballs here?
Oh, they use cedar as the kindling for that one.
Oh my god! And then Dynn's just like, oh, I hate cinnamon.
Yeah.
You know, that would very much be what Bernie would probably be about right now.
Yeah, it's like, figuring out exactly, what they used as kindling and what kind of wood they're burning.
And I actually probably have somebody finding out some like good ways of cooking food.
Oh, they went with the pyramid campfire.
Oh, is that a bear? Oh wait, no, that's just a guy.
Anyway,
So, anyways, at this point, you guys would have been brought up to H1, the courtyard. Beyond the ruins of the walls, ringing the keep's central tower is a courtyard clustered with tents. A humanoid-shaped wicker giant, 2 stories tall, 20 feet tall, burns brightly here. 2 figures in robes stand near the wicker giant, their heads lowered in prayer. The tower is under repair, with wooden scaffolding, some 30 feet high, stretching across the east and west sides. Lanterns hang from the struts and poles attached. Lanterns hang from the struts and poles attached to the woodworks. 2 guards with crossbows watch the courtyard from the scaffolding to the west. Rubble chokes the wide doorways, likely once the main entrance on the tower's south side. As you guys approach there, the 2 guards with the crossbows, they call out, recognizing one of their own and a cavalcade of people they don't exactly recognize and also don't exactly look like party goers.
Wait, which one do they recognize? Do they recognize me, or do they recognize Bernie?
They recognize Bernie. Bernie's one of their own.
Wouldn't I also be disguised as a fire cultist too?
Yeah, but they know who Bernie is. They're like, it's just fire cultist number 277. Okay, whatever.
But get it. They used they stack their sticks like a log cabin. You don't have to keep bringing it up.
What?
Before we do anything else, though, I'm just going to quickly look at. I'm going to quickly gesture to Pride, and I'm going to look up at him and just do the little zip mouth thing with him, because we're still doing the whole. He's going to be the silent guy.
Yeah, Pride just rolls his eyes and still just follows Dynn's fucking. Just still follows Dynn.
So yeah, as you guys walk up to the courtyard, you hear the two guards with the crossbows calling out, and you guys pretty much stand there, and Bernie is like, "Okay, you guys, hold on. The boss is gonna come and want to meet you guys." It's maybe about 5-10 minutes before you see an older man in robes, carrying a pipe. It's not like a fancy pipe. It's just a pipe, maybe a wooden pipe. He comes walking out. He's got like bright red leather robes. He's got like a quarterstaff that stands maybe even a foot taller than he is. He's got like pouches on his side, belts. He's got a tabard as well. He comes down and he walks up to Bernie and smiles greatly. His form is kind of darkened as he stands in the shadow of the great big burning man. And he's like, Bernie, I haven't seen you forever. Where have you been? And then Bernie replies, oh, well, you see, boss, I've been in jail. Yeah, they caught me again, lighting stuff on fire. And the older man is like, Bernie, you idiot. Everything's already on fire here. How did you let them convince you that it was you? Oh, well, when you put it that way, boss, I guess it's not so bad. And so the older gentleman kind of just sighs and shakes his head. And he looks over and sees the 4 of you, and then the 5 of you, rather, sorry. And then 2 unconscious figures. And like, Bernie, who are your friends? And why are 2 of them unconscious? And then Bernie replies, oh, these guys, they helped me get out of jail. And these 2 that are unconscious, they were the guards. We got, sacrifices. Like, oh, sacrifices. Great. We could always use more sacrifices. And so the gentleman walks up and says, hello, my friends. I am Elazar Dryflagon. It's a pleasure to meet you. Now tell me, what have you heard of our establishment here?
We heard you like to burn things, and That definitely had us interested.
You hear Bernie's like, yeah, fire! Fire's awesome! I love fire! Like, quiet, Bernie.
Fire.
You hear a couple of the other people in the back snickering to themselves like, fire. You kind of get the impression you walked into an encampment of idiots.
Beavis.
Of Beavis and Butthead.
Oh god, I'd rather have Butthead. Beavis is way worse.
Take your word for it.
But yeah.
Now, Elazar, he smiles greatly and is like, oh, well, that's great. Now, how about you guys? Do you guys like to set things on fire?
I definitely do. I grab my stick and just put it onto the nearest fire and it's like, yeah.
Where's the closest tree?
Oh, no, those are gone. We burned all those. We cut them down. Where do you
I
think
would say that in character. I was asking that out of character.
Oh, out of character.
Yeah.
No, they're gone. They had to like chop them all
Are there any
down.
piles of wood or unlit pyres left?
They're probably
I have
gone
more
too.
sticks. I'll hand you more sticks. I have more sticks. I give like a bundle of sticks to Pride, and I'm just like, hey, do your thing.
Perfect. Firebolt.
Whoa, that's impressive. See, we don't have too many of those people around here that can just make the fire. No, we've always had to use tinder and flint.
I also grab a stick off of Dynn and use prestidigitation to light it on fire.
I can grab my shell and use that. Oh, that might be a bit bigger of a so I don't think I should.
You see Elazar just like hold out his hand and just dancing flames trickle all across his hands and fingers. He doesn't even flinch while his hand is on fire. You can kind of see like the little tiny bits of flame just dripping between his fingers. It looks like water in his hands, but you know it's totally fire.
What
Cool.
race is he?
He's a human.
Oh, he's a human. Okay. No, it just sounds more like a dwarf, but yeah, okay.
Nope, he's human.
Okay.
And it's like, well, hey, you know, that's great. There's only one catch. If you want to join us, you got to take the trial of fire.
What is that?
Oh, that's simple. You see, we walk over here into this room, and you see this cauldron? You got to pick up this cauldron. But you can't use your hands. You got to use your forearms. And this cauldron must weigh at least a good 40 pounds. Oh, yeah. And the cauldron's also on fire.
Okay, so we don't have to use our hands, though.
Yeah.
She says we
Okay.
have to use our forearms, right?
Yeah.
What if we don't have to use our forearms?
Well, it kind of got to put your body in there. It's a whole trial by fire. You got to give yourself a bit to the elements of it all.
Do I see the cauldron?
He hasn't taken you into the room yet.
Shit.
And so as you hear him going on about, we must all worship Imix. Imix is the great and all-powerful ruler of fire. You can roll a history or religion check if you want, but I think you guys can understand what Imix is.
I
The
also think
elemental evil of fire.
Yeah.
I also think the only person who would actually know anything about this would be Hathor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we aren't fire people.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna quickly gesture to I want to quickly gesture to North and do some kind of signal to tell him to whisper or something. Like I don't know, like
What are you trying to convey to me?
some kind of I want to try and give some kind of signal. Like I don't know, like put my hand up and just do like the little open close flap thing like a mouth, like just like and then point at my head.
Would that be an inside?
Yeah, roll an insight.
Nope.
Damn it!
Ooh.
That's okay.
Wait,
What's
is
his-
that wisdom?
Insight, yes.
So yeah.
Oh, hey, cool. I have a wisdom wheel to pass off then. Do you? So
Does
you
that-
get advantage.
Oh, okay.
But
And
Cool.
there goes the 11.
It was. I just found it interesting how you kept getting 2, 4, 2, 4, 2.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, then I guess he gets natural 20 on that then.
Yep.
Elazar rolled a 4 for perception. He's too busy. He has his back turned to you guys as he's like making a wide sweeping gesture as to where you guys would go for your trial of fire.
Well, Pride'll go and try that then.
I'll
Like,
It won't hurt me.
cast message on Dynn, and I'll just make it look like I'm just looking around while slightly whispering. What's up?
Yeah, and before I answer Norfinas, I'm just like, hey, big guy, why don't you go and start up on that? Why don't you follow him and seeing how that works? Follow Elazar and wait, what was his name?
Yeah, Elazar.
And following why don't you follow Elazar and show us how that thing's done? You got a strong body for this.
Is he
Yeah, sure. I mean, I already took the trial of fire.
Well, no, I meant Pride. Tell Pride to do it.
Oh, Pride. Sorry, I thought you said Bernie.
Yeah, I was telling Pride. Why don't you go and show us how this is done? You have the body. You have the body for it. Why don't you go and try this trial first, so I can see it, so you can show us up. Bro,
Yeah,
you gonna answer? I
Yeah.
was talking to you. Yeah.
yeah. I already said I was gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like so that way me and Norf can have some time to chat real quick while you're doing it.
Yeah, show me what to do, and I should be able to easily do it.
Yeah. All right, then. Okay, so yeah, now I'm going to answer Norf's message. Then, I'm like, do you think we should go through with this, or like, do you think I don't even know if I'd be able to lift something like that anyway? Well, I mean, I probably could lift something like that if you want. I'm down for it.
They might have
But,
a smaller pod.
Unconscious, I'm gonna take my leave for a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
No problem.
They could
I mean,
just
I'm
have
down to do this.
They probably have a smaller pod for you.
I mean, I can do the 40-pound. I don't care, but I don't know. Just making sure if there's anything like if this seems like we're gonna be taking some kind of risks at this point. Just checking before we do anything else.
If I can get a look at the burns they have on their forearms, I could easily replicate it for my mask. But
Yeah. I want you guys to roll me perception checks just while you're looking around at these people.
Me and Norf, since Rose not.
that's
Well, I said you guys.
that's 17.
Cool. I'll give it to all of you guys. You look around and you can see, like, you recognize Bernie has, like, burns on his face and, like, melted skin. As you guys look around, you notice everyone has, like, those fire melted skin. You know what I mean by, like, the melted skin appearance?
Yeah.
Degree.
Yeah, it's, like, not just on their face, or it's not just on their arms, but, like, it's on their face, their hands. These guys look like they get burned
A lot.
regularly. You're kind of even wondering how much nerve endings are left in their skin from all these burns.
Well, hey, at least it's not radiation.
Eh?
I watched the Chernobyl miniseries.
Right.
It was great.
All right. Well, I guess I'm ready to do this then. I'll go next.
I will make it so that my mask puts some burn on my skin. Mostly just on my arms, and I'll just have them covered. So if he asks me, I'll just roll them up and say, I already done it, sort of thing. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ghost, what do I have to roll?
We will get there. I'm going to just describe you guys just walk through the buildings and save these pages for myself for later. Okay.
Sorry, quick question.
Yeah.
While Pride is walking off with the guy, where is Groc and Hathor during this?
they have been taken away and they have been brought inside towards there. And it's not just Pride going. Pride, go up, but
Yeah.
are the two of you guys going as well?
Oh,
Dynn
we
and
were
Norfinas?
we were slightly behind him.
We were just talking first. Yeah, we were behind, but we were talking first through the message.
You see Elazar kind of just slowly stop and is like, come on. Your friend can't have all the fun here, can he?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Let's go.
Fuck it, let's do this.
Honestly, why not just shove your dicks in boiling water? About the same thing.
We still
You
use
act
some.
as though that's not what's going to come after. The cauldron, that's just the first of many trials. Oh, man. We got to melt away all those inferior nerve endings, starting with your arms. That's just the first test to see if you can even handle the strength to even...
That's fucking hilarious. You know I'm a tiefling, right?
Exactly.
We play in fire about as much as a fucking... let me see. Probably as much as a magma bear plays in magma.
Oh, you're just like Vanifer. She's our leader,
Yeah, I heard.
I'm going to try and convince this guy that I've already taken the test of fire.
And while you're doing that, I am going to quickly get something ready myself.
How long are you wearing a disguise kit? Are you like magically disguised?
I'm wearing the mask of many faces.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. You roll me nothing because you already look like you're burnt and you're kind of dressed like everyone else.
Yeah.
Right. So what are you trying to do, real quick, Dynn?
Well, distracted, considering I have to pick up something, and I don't want to, and if I fail, then they won't let me join. This might actually be a good example of using Potion of Hill Giant Strength or something. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what could help me out with this, just in case, because I don't want, like, I have a -1.
Roll me a sleight of hand or a stealth, and the DC is 14.
All right, I will roll. What do I have that's better? Yeah, sleight of hand's better. Let's go with that.
You can roll to... good. There you
21.
go.
Okay.
You took it. He didn't
Nice.
notice. Because Elazar's passive perception is 14. Pass with flying colors.
I'm lucky. That's actually one of my that's actually one of my whatever those proficient skills.
Yeah.
Proficiencies.
Yeah, proficiencies. I have because I have that with the check mark on it.
All right. So as you guys have walked past the courtyard, Elazar is guiding you in towards which one was it? H4? Oh, there it is, H4, yeah. As you walk past the giant wicker, waves of heat come from this burning wicker giant. But the wooden structure contains the flames without being consumed by them. So basically, this thing is on fire, but not burning at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Basically, like it's coated in hand sanitizer.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Off to the right, at H3, you get the quick idea that that's a kennel over there. You hear barking. Oh yeah, and sorry, I should have pointed out your companions were taken to this little nook right here, but the kennel's over here at H3.
Wait, companions as in Groc and Hathor, or companions as in Bubbles and Brecky?
Bubbles and Bricky are in the...
Bubbles and Brecky are in my necklace.
Yeah.
We're not able to bring them out.
Groc and Hathor are taken here, and even while they are unconscious, they are being tied to great big posts with kindling all around them.
Okay.
They look like they're going to be burned at the stake, like witches.
I can help them a bit later on.
Well, like accused witches.
Well, yeah.
So as you guys are being brought over towards H4, you see that these ruined walls are surrounded by a shallow pit. As you walk into this shallow pit, you quickly get the impression this was a basement. As you slowly walk down there, everything kind of becomes a little bit more quieter. This is not an ominous thing. I mean, like, all the party noises from the hillside all around are being drowned out a bit by these walls in the fort that you're in. And now that you stepped even further, it is even slightly cooler. Not a lot, but slightly cooler. As you walk forward, you can see said cauldron is currently not on fire, and it is full of charcoal. And currently this cauldron is sitting on top of a small pile of sticks. Words. As you guys are down in here, Elzar smiles and makes all kinds of grand gestures, and you can tell that he's casting a spell, and suddenly the sticks are on fire. He's like, all right, you guys, it'll take a little bit of time before this cauldron gets nice and hot. Now tell me, what's your favorite thing to burn?
So many fucking choices.
Wait, is this part of the test?
I think he's just making small talk.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one, I'd probably have to say people.
Roll perception checks, the three of you guys.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh boy. Hopefully it's not bad.
13.
21.
If it's site-based, 25.
You guys notice you're kind of alone down here. You've just got Elzar and you got Bernie, but these pits are kind of a little deep. The guards that were watching the tower are watching the slope. It's just the five of you down here.
Rolling inside.
Yeah, same. 17.
Trying to pick up on what the old guy's doing, if there's any, like...
Actually, yeah. Same here, because... not bad.
Dynn and Pride, your insight tells you that this guy seems to be the one in charge down here, and he doesn't exactly need a lot of people around him to carry out these tests.
So no ill intent then.
Well, he's gonna fucking light you on fire, but that's already a given.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's just what they do around here.
yeah. It's not like...
For them, that's an honor.
Yeah, it's not like, yeah, I knew you were lying from the start sort of thing, so I'm just gonna outright kill you right here and now sort of thing.
Yeah, no, he's trying to see if you guys want it.
How big is the basement?
Yeah. I don't
Oh
know,
god,
maybe-
don't tell me you're gonna summon the giant elk again.
No,
But
Lift the
no,
thing in.
fuck no. Fuck no. I'm done with that.
Are you?
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's a more truthful answer.
I don't believe you.
Did you guys lift the thing yet?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, Pride's about to, isn't he?
They've been dicking around for the last 20 minutes.
Well, we have to wait for the cauldron to heat up, and I don't need
Yeah,
to
well,
do the test
yeah,
at all,
let's
do
try.
I?
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Only
say.
Dynn and Pride need to.
Okay.
I'm just gonna answer his question. Then I'm just gonna be like, I like to burn fires for cooking. I'm a chef actually.
Oh, chef. Oh, we could use more of those around here. I mean, fire is the mother of all the elements. It feeds us. It turns the raw, putrid food into the pure deliciousness of everything that we consume. And so we feed the fire much of the world around us, and we feed the fire the wicked because the fire cleanses everything. So that's great that you're a chef.
Good to hear. That was just so funny. That was just really funny. Just the change in tone.
Hey, so I think that this cauldron has gotten nice and hot. Now, who is going to be the first to come up and test their might, see if they have the strength and fortitude to lift this cauldron?
I might as well give it a shot first.
What roll do I need to do to try and figure out if I can easily sneak out of here without being seen? Or
probably, I don't know. What do you want to do? Are you just going to sneak away when no one's looking? You can be like, hey, I got to go pee. Bye.
Well, since I don't need to do the test, I'm just trying to figure out a reason to leave. Because
You can go say that you want to enjoy the party.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, give me a reason.
All right. So seeing how I already passed the test, the trial of fires, can I go enjoy the party? I want to burn a few things.
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead. I don't even know why you followed us in here. I mean,
Moral support.
I mean, I like watching people burn too, and I was like, oh, great.
I want to support.
So
I'm gonna wish these guys good luck, and I just pat Dynn and Pride on the back. Good luck, and I walk out.
So before anyone else says anything, he followed us here because it was in the heat of the moment. Yes. I had to. I thought of that and it was good. Don't you dare say it was
It's
good.
weird. Dynn's eyes just suddenly like burst into flames.
Still unconscious, or he'd smack you for that.
Yeah. It's weird. Dynn's eyes just suddenly burst into flames, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
it did. He's all fired up.
yeah, and then just like a rock just crushed him, and then a bugbear showed up and peed on his corpse.
And put
Okay,
barbecue
guys,
sauce
let's
on it
chill
for some
out.
reason.
Yeah.
Let's chill out. Stick up. We've got you're no match for Dynn and his puns.
All right, so
So
what do I have to roll?
yeah, Norfinas
Roll
walks
a
out.
strength. Well, I mean, I guess you're gonna stick your arms out there. You're just gonna pick it up with your forearm. So roll me a strength.
Yes. But
What do you have?
added on to that, I also
Oh no!
yeah, it's not gonna even fucking matter what I fucking try to do because actually wait, maybe I can save this. Can I roll a sleight of hand to cast fucking levitation to try and like fucking lift it up and make it look like I'm fucking lifting it?
Oh, I love it.
Can you click what levitation does? Let's see if it's vocal, somatic, any kind of requirements.
Sure. I hope it's.
Just
Oh,
you make me
Flurry.
so happy with how much you suck sometimes.
The thing is, I also did gain that from when I was a ghost.
No, yeah, it's just really funny. Just
So
the
probably
two
just be
and
visual and
eight.
somatic.
Yeah, that would be an innate thing from his wandering spirit days.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the strength of a ghost too.
All right, so roll me a stealth to see how sneakily you can do this, because it's vocal, semantic, and material. So you're going the full motions, but the stealth is more just to see if you can whisper.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, don't fuck me.
Nope, that's a fail. I said you had to be 14.
God damn it.
You see Alazar like look over and see you making these gestures. It's like, whoa. What do you think you're doing? There's no magic. There's no cheating. Just reach out there and just pick the thing up.
Sorry.
Are we gonna go with that
I'm not
pre-rolled
exactly
strength
that
of 2?
strong.
What do you mean you're not that strong? We only allow the strongest here.
Look, physically, my bones aren't as strong as, let's say, his. But, you see his pride just conjures up a flame. My power doesn't lie in strength. It lies in bending the forces of nature to my own will.
Roll persuasion.
Like everything in my
You're
own
gonna have to be
path.
now.
I mean, we already did do that strength check, so I think I still gotta burn you, right?
Yeah.
Try and roll it. Maybe you can get yourself out of this with a persuasion or something.
Can I try and persuade him with what I just said, though?
No, you. short of a natural 20, and even with that, it's going to be a really high DC because that's the only way of entering.
Nope. You suck.
I think at this point, Elazar is looking at you and is like, I'm starting to think that you don't really want to join this cult of ours.
Before he does anything else, I'm just going to go up and do up to the cauldron and get ready to do my turn.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, look, your friend over there, he shows great initiative. Look, watch him. He's just going to go right up there and pick this thing up.
Nah, one.
No, let's
so
see if he.
Now that since I took the hill giant strength, since I have the 20 strength now, do I just roll 2d20s and add 5 to whatever the rolls are?
No,
Yeah.
you would actually if you use potion of hill giant strength, it temporarily makes your strength that level.
It basically gives you a temporary 20 in strength, so it would just be instead of your normal
whatever it
strength
is currently, it would be 20.
Yeah, you would just change your normal strength modifier out for 5.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever, I could just roll 2d20s and then just add 5 to each of those to be my whatever. One of them could be advantage or something.
Roll 1
or
add 5 for
or
that.
you can just change your strength modifier for the time being. And then change it back.
Yeah.
Do you already have proficiency as a strength?
Maybe in saves as a fighter.
Yeah, in a saving throw, I have it as a proficiency.
Right. Yeah, it's not strength checks. No one gets that.
Yeah.
Just roll that d20 plus 5.
Sure.
That's
18.
pretty darn good. You lift it up. You go like, hers. Like, look at your little friend go. And as you're like picking it up, you can just hear and feel your arms just sizzling.
And
you
I'm just
take
gonna
12 points of burning damage.
All right, I'll do it. I healed up by the time we got back to there from the last fight, right?
Nope.
Really? Okay.
Nope.
He lifts it, but then he collapses.
31. No, yeah, I'm fine. I still have plenty of health. I was just checking.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I'm just gonna go to and then I'm going to go to the then I'm gonna put it down, walk up to Elazar, and I'm just going to say to him, please don't mind my friend here. He was mostly just he has the heart for the burning, but his strength is quite lacking. I'm just mostly bringing him around as an assistant for me. He while we both do want to join, I knew ahead of time I would need to try and see if I can come up with some kind of exception for him somehow. If you could, I mean, hey, look at him. He could be a good face for the cult. He is just mostly around just to be pretty.
Roll me a persuasion.
Can I get it with advantage since he likes me since I just did the other thing?
No, but the DC will be lower.
Okay, persuasion then. The thing is, I have at least proficiency in that. 22.
Yeah, okay. You didn't even need any of these lowerings for advantage. And you see Elazar kind of just fold his arms. He puts his pipe to his mouth and thinks.
How about this? If you just let him up with him, I'll just be watching him at all times. I'll make sure that he doesn't cause any trouble for us, because basically he already works for me to begin with. Does that sound all right?
No. He gets one more chance to do the trial, or he becomes a sacrifice.
I got no problems with that.
That sounds fair.
Fucking lying through my teeth. I have every problem.
You suck. You fucking suck.
I'm still gonna give you the damage.
It's not my thing.
I know. All right, you take a total of 14 burning damage.
But that's half down.
Yeah.
I'm a tiefling, but here's the thing. That draws me to 0, because we didn't fucking heal.
Damn it, Pride. Damn it.
And so Elazar just laughs out loud. Ha 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 ha. See, I told you he would be a sacrifice. Now, your first path to being a member of the Eternal Flame, tie him up to the stakes outside. Bernie, Go follow him and make sure he does the job right. You know, this is the second time that I've had Pride tied up as a sacrifice.
Yes! There's a fucking trend here.
Damn it, Pride, I'm trying to help you.
You know,
feel like
maybe this
Pride-
is karma for what you did in your past life. As knocked.
Look, there's no correlation
not
between
surprised
knocked
anymore.
and fucking...
Pride.
There's no correlation between knocked and pride.
Yeah, well. Anywho.
Okay, so at this
My
point...
roles with pride have always been terrible.
Okay, so at this point, Elazar leaves this basement pit and makes his way back inside, and you get Bernie. So right now, it's just mostly Dynn and Bernie, and, well, Pride, you're unconscious.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Where's Groc right now?
Tied up with you. You were away, Adam. You guys are currently tied up on stakes right here.
Oh, fun.
And like we're talking like giant logs with like wood around you, which is at the stake kind of
Can
situation.
we see if we're awake yet?
Go for it. Roll me Constitution saves again.
I got an 18 before.
Did you?
Yes.
What the hell?
Still
Yeah,
low.
When they were smacking us
you.
awake, I got an 18.
No, Pride didn't do that.
No,
We
I
told
stopped
Pride
him.
not to do that anymore. We stopped him from doing that, so that doesn't count.
Oh, it was a hypothetical 18. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Go for real. Go for real. No.
That was a 2 on the
Watch.
dice.
Watch me roll a 1.
I mean, I rolled a 2, so.
Oh!
It was a 1. You actually did.
Hathor is snoring somehow.
Can we just
I love
say
it.
Can we just say Hathor is dead right now? Because it's going to be easier for me to roll up a new character at this point.
Are you
You know, I don't
proficient
know, I
in
might use-
saves compared to regular?
Oh wait, this is the normal Constitution roll. You didn't.
Yeah,
do
that is
Oh,
true.
yeah.
It is normal.
The dice
You
is
did
still the
roll a save.
dice.
If it's
I
the
mean
same,
like
then-
that the dice is still the dice.
I don't have proficiency Constitution save, so it wouldn't matter either way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Dice is still the dice. It's the modifier.
Oh shit, that sucks, dude.
That's okay.
All right, let me bring up my character ideas document.
Tell me what.
Uh,
Okay,
Knocked, so
Dynn,
Wait,
cross
so
there.
is Pride's not fully dead. He's just down, right?
he's unconscious at 0. But Dynn, you probably want to do something to keep him from dying. Just roll me a medicine check or whatever.
Yeah, I was just about to do that.
Just
I think it needs to be
hopefully
10 or higher.
stabilize him.
10. Beat 10.
Yep.
There you
15.
go, yeah. You stabilize him. You kind of like pull some aloe vera from your pockets because Lord knows you would have had a component pouch.
I just stick my fist into the aloe vera. I take it out and then just jam it right up in there.
you rub
I
it
don't
on
know,
his arms.
Kevorkian sounds
In
like
what?
I don't know. Kevorkian might be my next option.
Dr. Kevorkian?
Yes, I have a character named from that.
Okay.
Who's
I
a
just wasn't-
local known dude's known locally through my
Oh, I know
state.
who Dr. Jack Kevorkian is.
Everyone does.
This is one of those names I haven't heard in a long time.
No idea who that is.
He was
Dr.
one of
Death.
the yeah, Dr. Death. He was one of the first doctors before it started becoming common to have assisted suicide.
Oh.
Jesus.
Lovely.
It's
Dude
still a
ran for
touchy.
governor in my state once. Lost.
It's not that
Senate.
it's not that he's a murderer. It's just it still is a touchy subject, assisted
Yeah.
suicide.
Yep.
Euthanasia. Yep.
It's a touchy subject until you're asking for it.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
then there's no debate.
And it's just please help me. Anyways,
Yeah.
Well, back to Dynn and unconscious Pride, I guess.
yeah,
Mhm.
back to Dynn and unconscious pride.
All of us
I'm
are
going-
burnt at the stake.
The Groc
No,
and
I'm
Hathor
not.
comedy hour will be back after these messages.
Oh god, I want to see Groc and Hathor attempt to stand-up comedy.
That'd be so
straight-
dope. Like Hathor,
The two straight
the
men.
Straight men. Yeah, I was gonna say both the straight men. I'm like, what's gonna be? That'll be great.
I just
It-
see
it
Groc and Hathor as like one of those Punch and Judy boxes.
It would be hilarious in the fact that
Except
it
for
wouldn't be
punch.
funny at all.
I could see them being funny just by arguing with each other, and then like people just find entertainment in that, and it'd just be like two guys on stakes. What else is at stake? Watch them fight.
No, you know what
it
would
wouldn't
be?
be Punch and Judy. It'd be more like Punch and Punch, and at the end of the show, both the puppets are destroyed.
Do you guys remember that one scene from The Simpsons where it's Superintendent Chalmers and Seymour Skinner trying to do who's on first?
Yes.
Nope.
Ah, that old comedy sketch.
And so Superintendent Chalmers, they're trying to do the Abbott and Costello who's on first, and Superintendent Chalmers is like, well, Seymour, who's on first? And Seymour, Principal Skinner is like, yes, not the question, but that's his actual name. He just completely ruins the joke within the first 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so while this whole hostage thing is going on, sacrifice thing, and you two are unconscious and everything, like, blah, 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 blah. What's Norfinas doing? You've had free reign to wander away. Have you kind of like just clung to a corner and watched the pit? Have you been like, these guys got it, and you just start to make your way down the hill?
Help us.
Oh, yeah. You don't have
Fun fact,
invisibility or something,
They
do you?
don't have it.
Yeah,
No.
they do not.
I think that
I'm just
since-
Batman.
Yeah, you're just
Fright it
Batman.
up.
Okay, you are invisible without being invisible. No one's really giving a fuck. It's hazy and smoky enough. There's a lot of noise going around. The guys on the tower are more paying attention to strangers or problems. You're dressed like a cultist. You're one of them. They don't even give you a second glance. This is fucking that water keep all over again, where you are just a shadow in the night.
Now, if you look very closely, you see the natural Norfiness in his natural environment.
Love it.
Does that mean that Norfinus has become the nature boy?
Woo!
Nature boy Norfinus.
I'm gonna go over and see Groc and Hathor and see what's going on with them. Maybe if
You
I
can
can.
fucking go wherever you want at this point.
No one's not gonna stop me.
No one's gonna stop you.
Yeah, I go over to see where Groc and Hathor are. And
Thank you.
that was my
Yeah, you see them. You see that they are tied up. As you're making your way there with your stealth, you like hug a wall, and you see two random cultists walk by. Yeah, you don't even need to roll with this one. You can see these ones are armed. You were kind of looking around before, so you'd probably still have your guard up to be like, okay, where's the danger? Where's the hazards? And you can see that the one has got like a gigantic flaming spear. This thing must be at least 20 feet long, this spear. And this other one, he's not really wearing a shirt. He's got like tight leather pants, like belt buckle, a little dagger. He's got like welding goggles on. And
Okay.
you can just, no hair. You've kind of noticed that no one really has hair or eyebrows.
That makes sense.
But with this one guy with no shirt on, you can just see he has got scars all over. But as he's walking along, these guys just smell of brimstone. Try and keep note of that if you want, that these guys always smell of brimstone. So if you're ever trying to be sneaky and you smell brimstone, that might be a sign that to do stuff. Anyways, so as these two have walked by, you notice it's now a clear path to Groc and Hathor.
Okay. So that I can walk up directly to them then.
Yep.
Okay. I go up to them. I'm guessing they're still asleep still? Or knocked out?
Yeah, they've failed enough times. If you're going to wake them, I will allow you to do medicine checks to wake them up. I imagine you don't have smelling salts to wake them up.
No, but
Dynn might have something that could work with that with food, but it's like some
smelling
spices and
salts.
stuff. But
Oh yeah.
he has spices and stuff. So
do Groc and Hathor have their stuff on them?
I thought you said you took the stuff off of us.
Yeah, their stuff would have probably been taken from them if they're going to be sacrificed. These are valuable things to take to give.
Well, it was my understanding that at Norfinas said like let's take their stuff.
Yeah,
and-
Norfinas took his stuff.
This
he
was
said.
that was when they were first knocked out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it should
Then I
still
got
be
it
with
still.
you then.
Okay.
Yeah. That was my understanding that he grabbed that stuff.
God, that was like months ago. So.
Yeah,
Well,
it
no,
was.
this was today.
Well, for
Was
no
it?
players.
You meant like when and you were debating about
Yeah, you said earlier in this session that you had
you were
Oh,
debating
that. Yeah.
yeah about taking their stuff and leaving them
Yeah.
leaving us unconscious.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Look how well that turned out.
yeah, you probably just shoved it into your bag of holding, huh?
Yeah.
If you want to revive your friends, you gotta make a medicine check, and the DC is 10.
Oof. Can I do? Oh wait, my perception will be 18, wouldn't it? Okay. So like my head will be on a swivel if I'm doing this, yeah.
Yeah, with that natural 20, I said you're in the shadows. You're being as calm and methodical as possible. Yeah, you've got.
Okay.
You're pretty good for stuff.
Think of it like this: both of us have really high strength, so if you wake one of us up,
I
you can
gotta
probably
wake-
break out and free the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or he can just pick the lock.
But actually, what is?
Aren't we tied?
Yeah, are they tied up or are they chained?
I think that it would.
Because that sort of depends on what I'm gonna do next.
I think it would probably be chains because fire would probably, or the rope would probably just burn easily.
Yeah, that
And these guys like to burn stuff, and there's like embers in the air from everything that's burning.
that is true. Okay.
It's a miracle this tower hasn't caught fire at this point.
All right, I'm going to try and wake up Groc first. And if I pass, I'm going to do something funny.
Yep. You
Okay.
passed.
I just sort of like quickly tap him across the face a few times. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Nothing happens at first.
God damn it.
So
And then you just start like just moving your hand, like just smacking backhand. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
No,
nothing happens again.
And then you just start doing the punches, like
no.
Now he wakes up.
No, I was gonna say, I was gonna
It's
quickly.
My Hero Academia.
Yes. From the
See if I
bridge.
can find the GIF.
Yeah.
It would
Okay.
have to be My Hero Academia because I don't watch that.
Good.
Okay. Groc, wake up.
You don't.
Watermelons,
Roll a history check to see if you recognize him because you probably have a nasty concussion. And he's disguised right now.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Historian
yeah,
Groc
that's
comes through again.
good. That's so good.
Even with disadvantage.
That was with disadvantage. You just said roll a history.
I
check.
didn't. I didn't say even with, but I really thought it. It's like, is that mean? I mean, he's got a concussion. Oh shoot, too late. And you rolled.
Doesn't matter. There's only 1 point of difference.
Yeah.
Groc.
I noticed my situation. It's just like, God damn it.
Yeah. Hi. So you're going to burn at the stake, provided that I get you out. Hathor's still knocked out. I haven't woken him up yet. And currently Pride and Dynn are going through a fire trial, which I managed to cheat out my way out of.
Oh. Those two left alone to their own devices. That's not
Oh, they're not
good
alone.
anymore.
They got that. They got
Oh,
Bernie
God,
Cinders
I know-
and probably the guy that's second in charge here.
That doesn't make me feel better.
I know what I'm gonna say when I see you guys again.
Asshole. If
No,
anything, it
nothing
makes
like
me
Leave
that,
feel
us
not
alone.
No, I know what I have something I can say. I know what I can say this time, and it's gonna be funny. So don't worry, it's not gonna be stupid.
I
Pride,
mean-
pride it up.
I don't believe you.
No, I have something. You'll see.
Anyway,
Pride's a fucking idiot.
No, it doesn't involve pride.
Crash and
That is
burn.
surprising.
It doesn't involve
Anyways.
saying pride.
Anyways,
Okay, currently, I still got your stuff. I took it off your body when Pride dropped you. And I also want to point out that Hathor was knocked out because of you. But don't worry, I still got your stuff, and once I get Hathor up, I'm going to pick the locks on your chains, but I still haven't got that far with the plan yet.
Flying by the seat of our pants, as usual, I see.
Hmm.
I then looked down and remember that Groc doesn't wear pants.
Yeah. So, yeah. So at the very most, I'm gonna try and pick your locks and make it look. You can still break out of them, but make it look like you're still tied up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try and wake up Hathor now. Shit.
Nope. He had a fucking 500-pound turtle drop on him.
Hey, I'm only 450.
He's stirring. You can tell he's not dead. He's stirring around.
Okay.
Should I even be here today, honestly?
Hey, I can't help that he had such a bad roll.
Hey, on the
Everett?
upside, at least,
Either
You hear
On the upside,
Hathor
at least
grumbling
you're-
something about, I should have rolled a druid.
Do either of you guys have like a potion or whatever?
No, I don't have any healing potions, and I don't have
Oh,
smelling
wait a
salts.
minute. I think I might.
Well,
Did
you're
Groc
no
have
fucking good.
I might
wait,
on my.
wait, did
self,
Groc have-
maybe.
Did Groc have any when you took his stuff?
I don't.
Nope.
I can't
Dang.
see you.
Or did Hathor have any when
Well,
you took
no,
his stuff?
I had one potion, a potion of fire breathing, which I think is kind of the opposite of what we need.
I have healing potions.
Did
Yeah,
Hathor
well.
have any healing potions when you took his stuff?
No, I didn't.
Damn it.
Oh wait, no. Actually, I do have a potion of healing.
Okay.
I
I
have 2 potions still.
pop open one of my potions and I shove it in Hathor's mouth.
See, because Adam, Hathor was completely KO'd at 0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Roll that potion health.
2d4 plus 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is standard healing potion, yeah.
And
Wow,
so you got
nice
8.
roll.
Okay.
You are now awake.
Yeah, I'm gonna. As soon as I remove the potion, I'm just gonna sort of.
Sensu bean.
Shit, I don't know what I'll do because he might turn aggressive once if he fails the history check.
I mean,
smell
I'm right
smoke.
here.
Am I doing the history roll too?
Yeah, sure, for fun. It's always fun for pointing.
And even
laughing.
then, he's chained.
Yeah.
We're just rolling for concussion at this point.
Yeah.
Just a minor one.
We're gonna go that eventually you do recognize him, but you're gonna wake up really groggily, like you're gonna your eyes are gonna take a minute before you can even focus. But you see this person here. Your first reaction is probably to be really pissed off as you look at the in the face of this fire cultist.
I just what if he just woke up and he's like, yeah, I support your farmers union. What have?
I'm surprised he didn't try
Okay,
to blow fire on me.
How close is he? If he's feeding me a healing potion, he's right next to me, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I would say you within 10, 15 feet. I mean, I know he's closer, but I'm just giving you an extreme example.
I try and headbutt him.
How do I dodge?
I'm gonna have to go with that nat 1 because you're tied up, and it's just give me a dex save. I know it's a nat 1, but this is just funny if you get
yeah,
If it's a nat 1, why make him roll?
Because I wanted to point and laugh Figo on that one too.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
So,
Also, that's your second nat one in a row, Adam.
Hathor.
Or never mind, I forgot.
No, he didn't.
Never mind.
Hathor
I'm an idiot.
Hathor tries to headbutt and ends up snapping his own neck.
Oh, God. Gets a crink in his neck. Ow, my neck.
He's
No, if
already got
anything-
one, thank you.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
You go to headbutt Norfinas in his disguise, but while being tied up, you forget that there's a giant post behind you. So as you go and wind your head back,
That's not how headbutting works. You just pitch your head forward.
Oh, sometimes you might do a wind up.
Not if you wanted to land it.
I mean, if they're sitting in front of you, you go for the wind up.
I think I've suffered enough humiliation. Just let me have this.
yeah, it's
Sure.
okay.
let me please not knock myself out on the
You
post
were gonna knock
after I-
yourself out. If anything, it was gonna knock sense into you. That's what I was trying to go for.
Well, how
Do
would
a
I know?
concussion.
How
Still,
would I know? You just said you were an asshole, so
Well, I was taking my time.
Anywho.
is it?
Anyways, you miss on the headbutt, but then at this point, actually, Norfinas, would you be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, it's me, stop"? You'd probably just be doing that at this
I'll
point. I imagine.
probably, if he did try to headbutt me, I maybe would have kept calm and just stepped back or something, and then step forward after he missed.
Yeah, sure. What would you done? I was just making up a
Yeah.
situation.
Okay, hello Hathor, how are you? As you see,
About
Groc
the
is
same as
currently
I
awake.
look.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, how am I? About how I look.
Right. Anywho,
I smell smoke and taste healing potion. Which of those is yours?
the healing potion.
Oh, then we're where I was hoping we'd end up, if not in the state of dress I was hoping.
Yeah, don't worry, I got your stuff.
So you've had time to give them my stuff and get it back. How the hell long have I been out?
Well, no, I took your stuff off after Groc KO'd you. And then Groc KO'd himself.
after you knocked out Norfinas, his spell dropped. I dropped
No,
on
Pride.
your head. Pride, right? That's what I
Fair
meant to
enough.
say, yeah.
I think we can go over the specifics later.
Yes. Anywho, I got your stuff. You're currently chained with a lock on the chains. I can try and pick the locks and make it look like that you're still chained up, but other than that, I don't have any other future plans, and I can't give you your stuff back currently. And
Well,
Long story short, or the bullshit that follows our group,
if you found us here, you've probably got the lay of the place. Why don't you make a little dugout somewhere on the outskirts of the camp, hide our gear there, and we'll meet you.
I'm going to see if there's actually a crystal around here first. Maybe we can try and get some of those other paladins from the base to come here.
There is no giant gem here at this tower.
Maybe I can do it. Anyway, we'll try and figure out something. But I'm now going to attempt to pick the locks on Groc and Hathor's things.
I mean, short of a natural one, we know what your lockpicking skills is at.
Yeah, but you probably want me to
Even
do
with
it.
a
you
natural
never know.
one.
You never know.
Oh. I ripped the chain open.
It was a combined effort. You thought you ripped it open, but it turns out he picked the lock.
But yeah, but the whole thing at the moment is they have to stay where they are because otherwise the whole camp goes on alert.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, basically at the moment you can, with me picking the locks and opening them, it still looks like they're attached, but you guys, you can easily slide out of them or whatever.
All right.
The three of you, roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna just use my passive of 18.
Okay.
Guess who's here?
Yeah.
Oh.
At this point, you probably hear Dynn going off about a terrible joke. Or, at this one time in the kitchen, I made a souffle, but I used raisins instead of chocolate chips, and boy, was that embarrassing.
Yeah, so
I
many
gave
people
that- I
fucking
gave that-
died. in the
I gave that
riots.
to a tiefling friend of mine.
He hates raisins.
He wasn't raised right.
God.
I hate you.
I just want to burn this souffle. I just want to burn everything.
Do I still have that nat 20 on the stealth?
Reroll stealth, but I will make the DC lower.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah!
Okay. So, for whatever reason, this was obviously months ago, I have an inspiration checked. Can I give that to Norf to make it day 11 instead of the nat 1?
You can't really trade off inspirations.
hang on.
That's DM kind of thing, because
hang on.
But yeah.
Let me see if I can find this. I might have something that might help. Boots of Elvenkind. I have those.
Sure.
They give me advantage on stealth checks that rely on moving stealthily.
11's still pretty low.
It's not a nat 1, though, is the
Yes.
point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a nat 1.
It's not a crit fail.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
But anyways, at least at this point, rather than a crit fail, the 11 is still a failure, meaning you don't have time to hide, but you don't look as though you're absolutely incriminated behind these two figures picking their locks.
Okay.
Because at this point, Dynn has come around, and he's with Bernie and the unconscious and not dying, but the unconscious Pride are starting to come around the corner.
It's almost like Rufus running Pride's blood.
I start sort of taunting Groc, so, like asking him, like, "What the hell are you, you greenish scale thing?"
But real quick, the seeing Pride unconscious again and like Dynn coming up, I just look. You hear once again the stone grinding as Groc goes to face Norfinas. To face up. I told you they shouldn't be left alone.
I think I'm just gonna pretend to be unconscious from now on.
But yeah.
Yeah. So basically I'm taunting Groc.
Okay. Groc, are you gonna reply or are you just gonna keep your mouth shut?
Keeping my mouth shut. Groc does not have a good performance. So.
At this point, so Bernie and Dynn, you're probably each carrying Pride, like the one's holding his feet, the other's holding his arm as you're bringing him over. Bernie, he definitely notices you there, but he doesn't really think too much of it because you're not dressed up as Norfinas, you're dressed up as a cultist, and he sees you insulting him or Groc, and he's like, yeah, make him feel like shit before we burn him.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm currently burning him with my words.
Beautiful. Why didn't I think of that before? Oh man, that's amazing. They always say the sweetest meat is the most tender one, and nothing tenderizes a man like breaking his spirit.
I was kind of excited for a minute that I had fire resistance, but that just made me realize that it's going to take twice as long for me to burn to death.
Oh no!
Yeah, you're a red dragonborn, so you have fire resistance.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, while you're kind of there just intimidating and taunting at Groc, Bernie and Dynn are currently tying up Pride. Their back is turned.
I sort of questioned them. What the hell happened to the tiefling?
Ready for a sneak attack. Stab in the back.
Let's just say this guy's a bit of a hot mess.
Come on.
Bernie, still with his back to you and trying to tie up Pride. He's like, yeah, he couldn't quite cut it. He went in to go pick up the cauldron, and he was like, oh, yeah, I can, like, totally handle all the fire. I'm, like, so cool. And I was like, whoa, you're like Vanifer. Okay, actually, that was Elzar that said that. But I was, like, totally thinking that, even though I've never met Vanifer. But, yeah, like, he's a tiefling, too. But no, man, he just kind of went down.
So he got
in his
burned.
defense, he was... Well...
So he's a sacrifice now.
And what about him? Pointing to Dynn.
Oh, he passed.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, check out his arms. He's got the scars of a champion.
Yeah, just pick the thing up and put it down. I mean, it's as simple as that. I'm surprised that there are people that can't do it.
You don't say. Norfinas is surprised.
It's just subtle. I'm just giving subtle disses to Pride during my conversation. I'm sorry. I'm just messing around. But...
Is Pride actually awake, or?
No, he's unconscious.
He's stabilized, but still unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, the medicine check was good enough to stabilize him.
Okay.
Well, looks like we got another thing to help Burning Man stay alive.
Yeah, exactly. Once we're ready later tonight, we're probably gonna take the great big burning statue and have him consume your friends here. Oh, it's gonna be glorious.
What time is that actually? Because I actually want to get in on some of the party festivities down there.
Oh, you probably got maybe about another 3 hours. It's getting kind of late in the evening. But the best parties always happen at night. That's when the fire really can be seen from miles away. Why do you think we even picked this high plateau? Let the world know that we're here. We're not afraid of them, and we're going to burn the world down.
Speaking of burn the world down and everything, where's Elazar at? I remember he left after the whole situation with our failed friend here.
He probably went back to his room. It's back inside the tower. He
I might
greeted
visit
you
him.
guys. Did I visit him? Yeah, maybe. He doesn't really see too many people, being the boss. Not the boss, but like
second in command.
Our boss here.
Yeah, I get that. Kind of want to see if I can ask him a question about the cult stuff that you might have an answer for since I kind of new to all this and everything.
But hey, you said you worked in the kitchen. That's great. I love me some burnt meat. Maybe you could make me some burnt meat. Because every time I make the burnt meat, it just tastes like charcoal. And yeah, I fucking love burning it all, but it tastes like burnt meat. Maybe you can make the burnt meat taste good.
Don't worry, Bernie. I'll make sure to get you a good old steak set well done.
Yeah, well done. Nice and cooked. How about you, random helper whose name I don't remember? Hey, what is your name anyways? I don't remember your name. There's too many of us. He's talking to you, Norfinas.
Yeah, I know. My name
What's the matter?
is...
You don't remember
Drax.
your own name? Did they burn your name away or something?
Yes, my name is Torch.
Torch.
That's what most people call me.
Okay.
Because they burned me with a torch.
Oh.
That's how I got these.
Yeah.
That's how I got these scars.
I don't think Dynn or Pride actually told anyone their names either. I don't think he told Bernie their names either. So
actually, I think you might have. Well, you were in prison with Bernie, so he would have known your names anyway.
Yeah.
That's
For
true.
sure.
Yeah.
Especially seeing how you were the kingpin of that prison.
Yeah,
Bernie.
Bernie has a lot of respect for you, Dynn.
Bernie is the kind of guy who would try to set fire to the sun.
Dang it! I want it to be El Jefe.
All you got to do is throw enough matchsticks at it, and you can set anything on fire.
That's that's Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess we're just going to enjoy the festivities, or for a bit. Sarcastically, I say.
Yeah, Torch, you gonna come with us? We're gonna go get some burnt meat, but like tasty burnt meat. This guy's gonna make us some really good, tasty burnt meat.
I will catch up. I am going to taunt this green thing some more.
Ha, catch up. That's a good food joke. Let's go get some food. Small blue kingpin boss man.
I'll meet you there in a sec. I actually want to talk to Torch since I actually know him a little bit from when we were from before we got you out of prison. I just wanted to quickly talk to him a little bit.
Really? You know this guy? I mean, like,
Well,
I was
even
actually
I don't really
originally
remember
supposed
him
to
all
break
that.
him out.
No,
I was talking to Dynn. That's who I was pointing to. I was actually originally supposed to break him out, but you know, join the fire
yeah,
cult and everything.
I kind of brought you along with me because I figured fire cult to help you out.
Wow, the boss sent you to get this guy out? He must really be important. I mean, if he was like the kingpin of the prison, yeah, I can see how the boss would want him in our ranks. This guy, man, you're like so ultra badass. I mean, like, I want to set the world on fire, but like, you want to set the universe on fire, don't you?
I know, I am pretty cool. Although, and I guess in this case, I am pretty hot.
Yeah, I was gonna correct you because no one's really cool around here. I guess they're all pretty hot.
All right. Well, you just wait over at the kitchen. I'll meet you in a sec to get something for you. And
Do you actually know where the kitchen is?
Do you know where the kitchen is?
Can you can you point in the direction, and I'll make sure that I'll be able to find it. I'm sure.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I've got a page for that. Hold on. I got a page for this. No. I'm still here. I'm just trying to find the one that has which one. It doesn't say kitchen per se, but one of the things specifies where the cooking is.
Honestly, it looks like it would happen at like HC5, and like from the looks of, or somewhere in like the main H's maybe.
I think it is one. It is one of the H. I think it's one of the HCs.
Ghost?
Yeah.
If I'm still pretending to be tied up, can I touch my hand to my other hand?
Yes.
Okay, I want to do lay on hands.
Yeah. Okay.
I will lay on hands.
It's paladin healing.
Yeah.
He has a pool of health he can use to heal himself from.
Anything. Yeah, anyone he can make contact with.
Yeah, I have. I have 30, and I can spend, I think, 15 at a time.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll drop myself some healing then. Better than nothing.
Yeah.
All right, as soon as I get the chance, I'm gonna try and get Pride up.
Here we go. It was HC4.
Okay.
Yeah. Bernie's like, yeah. It's like, okay, to get to like where we're cooking all that stuff, you gotta like go down the hill, and then now when you're facing down, you gotta like face towards the right, and then once you get to the right, there's like the 3 camps. We call them like 3, 4, and 5. Once you're down there facing towards the right, yeah, like go towards number 4. That's where we do most of our cooking. All right?
All right, got it.
Cool. I will see you down there. Don't be late, man. Like, I'm kind of getting hungry. They didn't really feed us all that good in prison. I mean,
Don't
it
worry.
wasn't really burnt, so.
Don't worry. I never leave anyone hungry.
Great. Okay, bye. And so, like, Bernie just makes his way off to, like, towards HC4.
About
I'm
how
going-
long do you think we have before they're gonna stuff us in the Burning Man?
About 3
Like
hours.
3 to 4 hours. Like 3 hours, yeah.
And roll me an insight check, actually.
Who's that?
Okay.
Everyone or just...
Everyone. Hathor mostly. I think because you. Yeah, sure. I'll give it to everyone. I'm being nice.
Well, except for Ro, because of the fact that he's unconscious.
Yeah.
He's
All
already
right, I'm back.
Okay.
What I miss?
Yeah.
We did not revive you, so don't roll an insight check. Basically.
Norfinas, your roll is pretty good. So this is more or less for the both of you, but like, you know, Hathor, you asked a question and you got the highest insight. When you were kind of paying attention, you kind of heard Bernie say how the Burning Man was going to go to you rather than you go to the Burning Man.
Well, I guess we better get our adamantine weapons back.
Don't worry, I got those on me. But that brings up
God.
another problem.
It's an elemental.
Where is... Did Pride have his stuff taken off of him?
Yeah, he
I've
probably
got
would have
it.
had. Dynn would probably have it for
Yeah,
sure.
I've got him.
Okay.
All right, in this case, I recommend that we sit tight and pretend to be prisoners for a little while longer so we can spend some hit die.
So, real quick.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. No, you go. You go first. You were talking first.
Well, we need to wake up Pride first because maybe we can try and do something. If
Okay,
he has...
before we wake up Pride, because I don't want him having any crazy ideas if we have something set up already. Okay.
Technically, we
I want-
don't, but...
I have an idea for something, actually. I want to see if we can get this to work for us in the conditions we're in.
Let's hear it.
So, considering I am an official cult, and because Elazar,
You're an apprentice. You don't
Oh,
have
'cause
full
I'm-
roaming capabilities.
because I'm in the apprenticeship, and it seems at least, well, in the case of Bernie and possibly Elazar likes me, maybe I could stop by Elazar and I could possibly tap on Eyes of Charming glasses and see if I can convince him to take me to Vanifer, and then also use Eyes of Charming and see if she can hand us the item we're looking for. Because don't we need something from Vanifer?
Shit, what was the name of it?
Flame or Tender Strike.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I
keeping
say
my
go
mouth
for
shut
it.
to see if you guys could remember.
Yeah,
How many
here's-
times can you use the Eyes of Charming in one day? Does it have a cooldown? Is it like twice per?
Charges. I think it has a few charges per day, and I haven't used it at all yet, so it should be good.
Yeah,
I like
it's
it.
good, but I was wondering how many charges it had. If it had like 1 charge, 2
Yeah,
charge, 3 charge.
Because you mentioned
It's
using
more than
Eyes of
one.
Charming twice.
It's more than one, I know, but I can double check.
Cool.
Eyes of Charming, because I
Yeah.
have it in two. I have it in in
They
this
have
and my
3
other campaign.
charges.
Yep, 3 charges. It was 3, because I have it in 2 campaigns I'm in, and so I was like, I kind of started reading it. I've been reading the thing
And
for it
it's
a lot.
a DC
Shoot!
13
Bless you.
save.
Thank you.
While he's off doing this, is there enough time for me and Groc and Pride to take a short rest or something?
Oh yeah, you'd have enough time for a short rest. Bernie said it'd be about 3 hours before you guys were consumed. So just by standing there, resting and relaxing, you would get a short rest.
The only problem I see with Dynn's plan is trying to get Vanifer to hand over Tinder Strike. She's not gonna just let go a magical item like that.
Well,
No matter
you could
how
ask to
charming
see
you
it.
are.
he
Do you
could ask
think
to s-
maybe
he could just
if-
ask to see it and then run away with it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
that won't go
We don't
well.
have to stay on these guys' good sides because as soon as we get out of here, I'm just going to call down the Paladin popos.
If
If
So we're
anything,
getting a
we
short
have-
rest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if anything, we all
That's-
have access to just two separate teleportation crystals. We can use those to get out immediately if needed.
All right, that is
okay, maybe Hathor will keep his one on him. I'll give Hathor back his one, and he will be able to teleport Groc and Pride away if need be. But if you can tell me where the Tinder Strike is, maybe I can try and steal it, and then
Yeah, while I distract them, and then you can meet up with me, and I can use, and then like while you're still like, I can quickly leave, and we can get out of there as soon as
teleport out.
possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we should probably also try and cause a big enough distraction to cause.
There we go. I'm at full health again.
Oh, you're good? Are you
Using up
conscious?
all of my hit dice during that fucking short rest.
You don't have like Song of Rest or anything, do you?
You would need to play the Song of
I
Rest.
need my instrument for that.
And he can't use his hands, so
Yeah.
Can't just sing like do 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 Song of Rest. I'm
Oh, yeah,
That's
resting.
his arcane focus.
Say yes.
Getting at
Say
second
yes.
level, you can use soothing music
20.
or oration to revitalize wounded allies during a short rest. If you are friendly
Oration.
creatures, to be honest, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I did the same thing
Especially
to
in
Pride's
Badlands.
lock that I did with Groc and Hathor's too.
all right, then how about this? We tell them, so in the 3 hours when they're about to get out, if they're about to do something, you three need to escape immediately. Get the teleport crystal ready. Get out of your locks, and just go to the town, and just go to the town that's still here in this in here. They won't know that we came here because they'll have no idea where we went if we just mysteriously disappear. We'll the two of us would work on getting the the Tinder Strike.
Oh,
Do we know
so
for a
then
fact that
you
the
can
Tinder
try
Strike
and
is even
escape
here?
and have them follow you on
But
foot.
we also have a teleport stone. There's two
No, we
teleport
don't.
stones.
We got
Gimbal
two.
took the other one.
No, we didn't.
He
Yeah,
didn't.
we'll
He
took
just
the
went. He
second
just
one.
went. No, he
No,
just
he didn't.
wandered around. He's just wandering around.
He just wandered
Right,
out.
what is
and
your,
Oh.
Yeah, we
what
have
die
him.
is your Song of Rest?
Song of Rest. It is Song of Rest.
D8 at this level, I think?
1d6. Nope, 1d6.
All right.
But yeah, Dimble doesn't have him. He just wandered
Yeah,
off. He never
forget that.
did.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot.
he just
Yeah, we're
disappeared.
good.
Got it.
Because then how do you explain here how he got to the water plane?
There are mages here.
So
Yeah.
basically, what you're saying is we abandon you and leave you basically, for less of a better term, equivalently for dead if everything goes wrong.
Well, I'll be nearby.
We won't. Yeah, he'll be nearby, and we still have a teleport stone with us. I'm not. If it goes south, I'm not gonna risk myself that. We're not gonna risk ourselves that hard. We can just come back and take it if needed.
Plus, there's also the chance that Vanifer is probably not even here too.
Yeah.
So
there's a chance.
basically, what you're saying is, if you guys fuck up, we'll have to come back later and basically probably try and cut down through all of them.
At least in that case, we can get the police on our side to help us take him down, because we at least have more information this
Oh
time.
yeah,
that we can
because
give them.
Paladins.
we're in so good fucking graces with those assholes.
Yes, me,
Hathor is.
Norfinas, Groc, and Hathor are. You're not.
Really? Then why were you in prison?
Because of you.
Because he tried to join in on the interrogation after everyone got tossed out of the room except for Hathor.
And then
You know
and
what?
then I
Fuck it.
talked with and then I got
Fuck
and I
it.
got
We'll go with
respect
your
from
guys' plan.
from the boss of it after he saw how well I was handling everything with all this other stuff.
That is
You know
actually
what? Fuck
technically
it.
true.
Let's go with your guys' plan. Because fuck all knows if you guys actually bother trying to take anything I say into consideration.
We did. You died again.
No,
Dynn, I was following your fucking orders with that, you know.
Is now really the time for infighting?
This is our only chance to get in and out without having to fight so many things when we're all still weakened from the previous fight. I'm gonna have to. Let's just get this. Norfinas, does this seem all right with you?
Okay, provided the Venever's here, we should try and at least steal Tinderstrike, because we need that right now compared to anything else we possibly need, because we need to get rid of that stupid plant at the keep.
Exactly. Our main focus is to get rid of the plant, and we need the Tinderstrike for that.
If Venever's not here, maybe we can try and find the location of where she is currently.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Elazar where she usually is kept up for these events, and if I could tell you, you can sneak off, and I can keep Elazar occupied in case of anything. I'll give you the stone if needed. I can just run back to Groc if needed.
Well, we got 2 stones.
Exactly. I'll give you the other stone.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hand the other stone to Norfinas because he'd be better in his hands at this point.
Wait, has Pride actually said what his plan was?
What is your plan anyway, Pride?
Doesn't fucking matter. No matter what I try to come up with, you guys will just turn it down anyway.
Pride!
My God, we just dealt with this in the freaking Mechanos. Stop. We understand.
We dealt with your crybaby ass in the fucking water plane for being disrespected.
And now we're dealing with your Pride. This is not the time for infighting, especially with 3 of us chained.
We can talk after this. This really isn't the time.
I would like to roll intimidation to get everybody to stop arguing.
That's what Groc was trying to do.
I'm helping.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I am the guy who's about to be burned to death here.
Hey, so him here. Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, it's going to take twice as long.
Same with Pride.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Groc will be turtle soup in an instant.
Yes.
Groc will cook inside of his own shell, and so like all of his meats on the inside will be nice and steam cooked.
Oh,
for once, I don't envy you, brother of the scale.
Pride, what's your plan? Just say it.
Not even gonna bother.
Pride.
You guys just shut it down regardless.
Pride, as soon as I get out of here,
and besides, no.
Pride!
No,
Stop.
I'm not. Because I want to see how well your guys' plan goes without my own fucking idea interfering with it.
You know what? I'm fine with that. Come on, North, let's just go.
So yeah, just actually...
So I'm just going with past events at this point. You guys will just shut down my idea and go for yours instead.
How about this? Whatever we have to do to get out of here, we'll do it, whoever's idea it is. And if you don't stop whining, I'm going to come off of this stake right now and kick the shit out of you. Is that fair?
Oh yeah, go ahead. By all fucking means, go ahead. At this point, you honestly show me more respect than these assholes.
Because I don't like
Didn't
infighting.
we just cover this?
Yeah.
Like, didn't we just deal with this?
Exactly.
Like out of character. This is
Yeah, out of character. I'm like, the fuck, man?
You don't play the main story for like 2-3 months and everything falls apart.
Seriously, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, should we actually...
Like,
Like, you had a character, do we need a...
Where's Norf right now?
I'm still here.
Yeah, we're all together.
Okay. Are we all just standing here, like, having this argument? And
I mean, three of us are fucking crucified.
Exactly.
And none of the cultists are coming over and...
Like... Is this seriously the weirdest time to be doing this right now?
I know.
Yeah, that's why this is why Groc keeps saying this is not the time.
Have none of the cultists come over to see what we're arguing about?
I think we're, like, harshly whispering. Like, you're seeing, like, the other guys where they're at the funeral and they're just like, what are you guys doing? Like, whispering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, let's just get Tinder Strike out. Let's just find whatever the fuck Tinder Strike is, then get the fuck out of here.
Fine by me. Let's go north.
Okay. Should we give them back their weapons, or just in case?
Can't hold them anyways.
It's like they can't. Where are we gonna put them? Like in front of their stuff? Someone will take it.
Look, all I need is my deck of cards in my hand. That'll be enough.
Dynn,
All right, here's an idea.
Give them the deck of
North,
cards. It's fine.
Yeah.
North, you haven't been seen with us yet. At least not in any incriminating.
I know what I can do.
capacity,
I know what I can do.
Why don't we leave and make a distraction so you can go and make a grab for Tinder Strike?
We gotta first find where it is first. So let me go talk to Elazar.
I got an idea. Hang on. Dynn, pass me pride stuff, please.
Sure. Have pride stuff.
I'm gonna put
Hey
in
guys,
the
hold
little.
on. Hold
gonna-
on.
Hmm?
What was the name of that trident that we got from the water cult?
That's in Groc's possession.
I think I just have it as trident. I don't think I was ever given a name for it.
It has a name.
It has a name, but you never gave it to us. You just gave the item.
Didn't
I
I
don't think
give
we
it?
ever.
Yes, you
No.
did.
I thought we were supposed to
It's
learn what the
something.
name was from something.
It's called Drown.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
would know because, bro, you would know because you did identify on it, right? And that's
That's
Yeah,
true.
he-
Drown.
But he never told us the name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Trident's called Drown.
Yeah, I think you did say the name of it.
I have no recollection of that, but it's been months.
Yeah.
it has been a
The
long
trident's called
time.
Drowned. Drown.
Mhm.
Okay.
What about the trident? It's in my handy haversack. What about it?
Think about it. How auspicious is it to have a trident in the possession of a water cult called Drowned? And there are 4 other cults based around elemental forces, each basically with a single asshole entity at the center pulling the strings. How much do you want to bet Tinder Strike's a weapon?
I mean,
I
yeah,
that was
pretty
that's
much
pretty
assumed what
obvious.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know. That's the whole point of us getting it is that
Like-
'cause it's the only thing that can stop.
Yeah, it's the only weapon that
Like,
can
you wouldn't
hurt
call
the
a
plant
shield
that's
Tinder
trying
Strike.
Think about it like this. Drowned was on the possession,
Of the cult
and
leader.
that guy barely wanted. It was on the possession of the leader of the cult.
Mhm.
How much do you want to bet the leader of the fire cult's not going to let that out of her sight?
Technically, she doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be out of her sight. If it's on her person, maybe I can try and steal it.
Exactly. Like I still gave him the stone. Like once he touches it,
Thing
he can just use
is,
the
think
stone. to
about it
get out.
like this: Drowned. That's an extremely powerful magical item. Tinder Strike is supposed to be able to destroy that fucking plant. What kind of power is that thing holding?
Well, why don't you offer a trade and then rip both of the weapons off when you get a chance?
She's not gonna. And I want
Nope.
drowned.
Actually,
Maybe as a
Hold
trophy,
on.
but other than that,
it's a trophy. Yes.
but she's not gonna trade such a valuable item.
Especially.
I think literally the only trophy she'll like at this point be one of you 3 heads on a stick on fire at this point.
Well, let's spitball this a little bit. Why don't you take it in there and make an offering with it, and maybe you'll be able to parlay your way into whatever chamber the weapon is kept in. If maybe it's the trophy chamber, I don't know.
That could gain some suspicion considering they'd be wondering why 2 random cult, like why one random guy who just joined the cult and a normal cult member or a normal cult member has access to the weapon of the water leader. Like how could we have possibly grabbed it from a water leader if we're not in water?
That is true.
Well,
I feel like
I'm
they'd
not
be
much
very
of an
suspicious about that.
infiltrator, so I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, I suggest we keep drowned close to our chest for the time being.
How about we just keep it in my bag for now, so that way we can just get it over with. We can just take care of like having that with us, and we can just focus on just stealing the Tinder Strike. I'm gonna go meet with Elazar right now.
Right, so with everyone's bags except for Dynn's, I'm going to quickly say to Groc, Hathor, and Pride, take whatever you need out of your bags quickly.
Shit, I forget what I have in my bag. Let me take a look.
We can't. We won't have anywhere to stash them.
No, don't worry. I got that planned. I'm going to put him in the corner here, and I'm going to cast Silent Image to make it look like part of the corner.
All right. Well,
all right.
I'll stick with the trusty dusty gray bag of tricks because, honestly, at this point, it could actually save our ass in this situation.
All I really have is my weapons and my shield, and do you have my armor, or am I still wearing it?
I'd assume you'd still be wearing it.
Also, the 2 healing potions and the 10 pinches of healing herbs. And the wand.
Right.
Especially the wand. My wand of the War Mage.
Well, you better hide those in your clothes.
Alright, can you leave my weapons over there and my shield?
Yep, they'll be out of the bag. I'll leave Groc's out. I'll leave everyone's weapons out of their bag. Also, you just need to get the corner.
Also, my work tools. Those could come in handy.
Just go with, for the time being, my katana, my wakizashi, and my helm.
Is there anything else, Pride? You want us to run you a bath, too?
No. Look, I can do a lot with those tools.
That's fine. Let's do this thing.
Okay.
Forgive me, my head's pounding like an anvil.
Yeah, 450 pounds drop straight on top of it'll do that. I'll tell you.
Wait, that was you?
Yeah.
We already established this. After you knocked out Pride, I got dropped on top of your head like a fucking boulder.
Yeah, honestly, it's jamming up ghost. I could probably eat that fucking fire elemental in the courtyard.
I don't remember that happening.
I mean, that's probably because a 450-pound total was dropped on your head.
Well, they always say that the shot you hear is the one you don't have to worry about.
Fair enough.
Okay.
In future, if we're ever fighting a desperate battle, I'll just ask Pride to drop you on our enemy.
Actually, that gives me an idea.
Fastball special?
Can I try and figure out how heavy, or at least get some semblance of how heavy these fucking wooden posts are?
I don't even know that.
Gotta love when you ask a question that puts the DM on the spot.
Yeah, Pride, I want to point out that I do not know catapult.
I know, but we don't need that spell.
I'm gonna say at least a ton or two.
Okay.
Those are some heavy-ass pulls.
It's
solid wood. It's solid wood.
And one of them's holding down like Groc, so that's got to be heavy.
Like one's got a 450-pound Groc, and one has fully armored Hathor.
Yeah, but to be fair, Groc dropped onto Hathor, and Groc landed on Hathor.
Yes.
I'm even going on the fact. Imagine a telephone pole, an electric pole. How heavy is that thing?
Yeah, I'm just bringing up the added weight to the pole.
Heavy enough that if they fall over, they crush a car.
Yeah. Flat like a pancake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you can levitate the poles, dude.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, because 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds.
You can only do 500 at a max.
Yeah.
500 max, but imagine.
Like Groc alone is stretching it with what you can lift.
Wait, even if you were to cast levitate at a higher level?
There's no higher level. Actually.
And even then, I would imagine that just changes the number of targets you can.
Yeah,
maybe.
If you can cast it at higher levels, but
it does not have a higher level casting.
Okay.
So we good then?
I'm going to tell Dynn that when he goes into the building, I won't be accompanying him. I'll be outside, and I'm going to be using message on him.
Oh,
that's fine.
Well,
I'm going
Lord bless you all with speed.
Is that an actual blessing, or is it just, are you saying Godspeed?
Basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I had haste, I would cast it now.
Actually, I got a scroll of haste.
I wouldn't waste it.
I just remembered. I have invisibility as a spell.
I could then accompany Dynn.
For each slot above second level, I can encompass one more target, one additional target.
What are the components for?
He just needs his
visual,
spell for this.
somatic, or material. But if I have my focus, then
Which
I
you
can
don't.
omit the material.
He does.
I have my cards.
Oh, I thought the guitar was your focus.
It's both.
So one.
Yeah.
You don't have to use it on me. Just use it on Norfinas.
That's who we were talking about.
Oh yeah, I thought he was like I heard him say something about multiple targets. And I was like,
So
are
I
you...
can
if cast at
encompass
high level.
one additional. I can encompass one additional person.
Well,
Yeah.
what spell is this?
Invisibility.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So
Hathor, did you grab your stone? The
Well,
teleport
you would have
stone.
had to grab it, and like put it in his hand.
I
or
didn't
something.
grab anything because I'm pretending to be tied up.
Yeah, we're still sticking to our posts.
Okay.
Yeah,
But,
just give. We'll keep this keep the stone in one of their pockets for now, so that way nobody
Yeah.
can see it.
Good idea.
And
We'll need a quick getaway.
Yeah, like exactly. That's why I was gonna give the other stone to Norfinas. That way, he can get out, and I can just meet with you guys if needed.
or I can dash over and tap you and
Yeah,
yeah.
you can just come over to me, and we can all get out.
Mm-hmm.
I also forgot I still have my familiar too.
All right,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
go.
that rarely comes up. So
Yeah, not as useful as you'd think.
All right, let's go then.
Okay.
I'm gonna head over to. I'm going to first head over to Elazar's place, and I guess Invisible North will follow.
I am. In 24.
Nice. All right, so you make your way to Elazar's place, but this is a giant tower. This tower is easily maybe about 100 feet tall. There we go. There's an actual chart.
Oops, I forgot I had this. Sorry, go on.
I was saying that this tower that you're walking up to, Elzar's place, it's a tower. It's 100 feet tall.
Okay.
What are you doing now? You've reached this tower. It's 100 feet tall.
Are there guards outside the door, or can I just enter?
The guards are on the scaffolding. The front door is not guarded.
Then if I attempt to open the door, will anything happen? So I will try to open the door.
You open the door, and what you see before you is a giant pile of rubble. Broken floorboards and spikes. This thing looks like a pungi trap times infinity. It's like absolute just shards of broken floor, broken ceiling, broken stones. And
Check the
roll
ceiling.
me. Yeah, exactly. Roll me a perception check.
Sure. Me and North, because
Yeah, I'm here too. Might as well roll.
Nice. Yeah, even with 11.
Yep.
Even with 11. Yeah, you look up and there is like no ceiling. Well, where a normal ceiling would be, like 15 feet above, you can see like bits of where a little bit of floor is left. You look all the way up and you can see that the hole goes at least 30 feet up, and there's like still a giant sized hole, but there's still plenty of floor around it. There is no getting up from here, but you kind of realize that's a long way down.
what if I just yell for Elazar? I will quickly yell Elazar's name, and I'll say, Elazar, are you in here?
No response. This is a big 100-foot tower.
So basically, they just throw people down on those stones from the top of the tower?
No, there's no blood, guts, and viscera. It's just
It's just the burned
Crumble.
building that he
burned
just
and
likes to
crumbling.
live. He's
All right,
like,
well,
all burned and
then
crumbled.
I'll start the tradition. I'm going to throw someone down there.
Yeah. Then I'm just going to then I guess I'll step outside of it and ask. I'll yell to a guard who's nearby and ask. If I wanted to see
scaffolding.
Yeah, on the scaffolding. Excuse me, if I wanted to see Elazar, how do I do that?
Elazar doesn't really see anybody. What business do you have with him? I'm just gonna read a little. I'm just gonna read a little bit before you continue on.
Oh, sure.
The tower scaffolding is. Sorry, 1 second. Screensaver. The tower scaffolding is 30 feet high and equally as long. It looks like it's easy to climb, and it has a walkway about every 7 feet up. 2 eternal flame guardians, see chapter 7, cover the courtyard from their perches on the scaffolding.
Who keeps joining and who keeps leaving and joining?
I'll be right back. It's Discord hooking up.
Oh, no problem.
Hiccuping on me. Because every time I click on anything, it's just like, I'm going to completely reload. So I'm just going to close the application and be back.
No problem.
Yeah, that's about it. The tower scaffolding is 30 feet high with like walkways every 7 feet up. This scaffolding is also covered with like oil lanterns. And
I'll be right back. I'm going to take a leak before we make a break.
Yep.
Okay.
Then yeah,
so
I'll still be too.
So we're all gonna take a break then?
No. It's still like me doing stuff, so I mean I can still continue then.
Yeah. So the guard looks down and is like, "Oh yeah, you're that kobold. I think it's still too soon for your next trial. But Elzar will be down later when it's time to burn the sacrifices."
I was really hoping to cook something for him. He was telling me how much he liked the idea, like the fact that I'm a chef, and I was thinking as thanks for letting me into the cults just a little bit ago. I wanted to cook him something while I was going over there.
Oh, did someone tell you where the fire pit was? You know that down in H4. That's about HC4 rather.
Yeah.
HC4. That's about where we have our fire pit. If you wanted to cook something for him down there, I'm sure he'd be happy to have it during the sacrifice.
I was really hoping to do something before the sacrifice because you never want to do a sacrifice on an empty stomach.
Hey, sorry, buddy. No go. We only let full members in the tower anyways.
Is there any way to become a full member in a day?
No, that's still going to be a while. But, after the sacrifice, you'll gain a couple more credit points. We might even let you wander around the first floor. He looks over to the other guard and kind of just chuckles a bit.
Can I roll an insight to see if...
Yeah, same.
Whether or not this is, like, where the people, like, members actually stay in? Would that be the correct roll?
Are we all dead yet?
No.
Nah.
No.
Getting there, though.
Okay.
Like, you get what I'm saying, yeah?
Yep, I do.
So it's just insight?
I'm going to roll 2, because same thing, basically. I'm, like, confused. I'm kind of wondering about this. 19.
14.
As you guys are, watching there, a door opens up, and you see 2 other cultists walk through this door and start walking down the scaffolding. They don't look like they're intimidating or whatever. They just look as though they've just exited this building. You kind of get the impression that, there's probably more of them inside this tower.
Hang on. How big were the squares again? Ghost? 10?
Yeah, each square is 10 feet. I'm just checking to see if the tower is
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, the tower is not really on this map. I've got a floor plan.
Okay.
And I'm not going to put it up because
that reveals everything.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Okay. I got an idea. sort of whisper next to Dynn's, like kneel down and whisper next to Dynn's ear.
I'll just look like I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, and just being like look like that while I'm listening to his whispering.
Listen, the message cantrip goes 120 feet. I think it should be enough range for you to go down and do the cooking for what's-his-face. While you're down there, I'm going to see if I can try and get into the tower and look around.
All right, that sounds
Try
pretty good right now.
Try and get information about what Tinder Strike looks like.
Yeah, I'll see if they have any kind of books or anything, any kind of history thing I can look at for them. See if I can get some kind of answer.
Also, see if Entei, Suicune, and Raikou are in the bottom of the burnt tower.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm just going to head over to the HC5 so I can meet with Bernie and get things started for him and everything else. So.
All right, message is cast on Dynn.
All right.
Cool.
Then I guess I'm going to head over to... Yep, I'm just going to head over to HC3. Should we have our characters things out or just leave it, or just not really need to right now?
Sorry, give me 1 minute. I'm just looking something up.
C4. I mean, yeah, C4. I have to say. All right.
Hmm.
All right, give me 1 minute to see if I can change this map, because I have a map here that Rose sent me a PDF of all the maps of this campaign.
Oh, yep.
And I've got one of the tower that doesn't have everything. You know what? No, theater of the mind. Theater of the mind. I'm not going to. It's a lot of effort. All right, so let's see. What were you guys' message? Sorry, can you repeat? What was the message for?
Well, message has a range of 120 feet, and if Dynn goes down to HC4, he's still within range, and he's trying to get... He's talking to the one guy we've been interacting with, the second in command, and basically he's going to try and get information about what Tinder Strike looks like while I'm looking around the tower. Or maybe where Vanifer is.
Yeah, I would totally allow you to go down and interrogate Bernie.
No, the other guy.
I was asking questions. Yeah. What other guy?
The guy that was running the trials.
Yeah, that's who I was trying to get to, but they won't let me in because, yeah.
Yeah, because he's... Oh, where is he?
He's up in the tower.
In the tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not going to show up until the sacrifices.
Oh.
Yeah. Basically, these are bouncers, and it's like, you guys ain't cool enough to come into the club. Oh, come on, please. Pretty please. Like, no, fuck off.
You could use
I'll give you money. And it's like, no, man, it's full.
You could use your eyes of charming on him.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people, so that can cause a lot of suspicion, though, too, because I only have 3 charges. I could, actually.
You could use it to get him to escort you up to him.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Yeah. All right, I'll do it then.
Second. And,
Well, if that's the case, I'll just follow behind.
Stats and all that stuff.
I know they gotta make a DC save of 13.
13?
Yes. Yeah, I'm looking. I still have the Eyes of Charming stats looked up. It says, expend 1 charge as an action to cast the charm person spell. Save DC of 13 on a humanoid within 30 feet of me.
Wisdom save?
I believe it would be. Yeah, charm person would be a wisdom save, right?
Would they? If you
charm person is a wisdom save.
Yeah.
All right. Are you doing it on one of them or both of them?
Probably
Let's
one.
Let's just use it on one. Let's use it on the one I was talking to.
Wait. If he passes the save, does he realize he was trying to be charmed?
Like friends?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, if he like passes the save, would he notice this or something? I don't think he would.
If it doesn't specify, then I don't think so.
Yeah. Because like there's a spell called Friends that if you cast that, it's basically charm. But once the spell ends, the person is very much aware that a spell was cast on them to make them do this.
Yeah, I don't think it would do anything.
If it doesn't say, it doesn't say.
It says when the spell ends, it would know it's been charmed.
There you go. It says that?
When the spell ends, specifically.
It must make a wisdom save and do so with advantage if you or your companions are. If we're fighting it, it has advantage, but that's not a problem. It is charmed by you until the spell ends, until you or companions do something harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance, and when the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. So it doesn't say anything about it.
An item of friendship.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say anything about them knowing anything. If that, it just says when the spell when the spell ends, it knows it's been charmed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the friends spell.
Yeah, it just doesn't specify whether or not they would know they were.
Or if they become hostile.
I think they would only know if they were already if they were charmed by it. But I don't think if nothing happens, I think just nothing happens.
Well, how long does it last for?
An hour.
That should be enough time.
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
All right, wisdom save, and you're only gonna do it on the one guy.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, here goes nothing. DC 13, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Alright, sorry to keep running off on you guys like that. What did I miss?
He just charm a guard.
Yeah, I just tried to do a charm. Yeah, I tried to charm a guard, didn't work, so I'm just gonna go to the kitchen and do something.
How long does invisibility last?
An hour.
1 hour.
1 hour, but never casted it.
Oh, you didn't cast invisibility?
I thought you did.
No, you never fucking said, yeah, cast invisibility.
Yeah, we did.
I thought he did.
Yeah.
Multiple
Yeah,
times.
we all did. I even
thought
said
he did.
invisible pride.
Yeah.
I said even invisible north when we were going there.
I thought he did too. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say that Can we just say he did then? Because
I thought you did, and that's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, okay, so what's Invisible Norfinas gonna be doing at this point?
Yeah. I was like, what?
And of course, don't forget the stipulation with invisibility. No hostile actions or it drops.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He's not going to do anything hostile.
Well, okay, would stealing Tinder Strike count as hostile?
No, it's attacks or spells.
Right.
Yeah. As long as it's like when you have concentration or something. Oh, not concentration, but yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go to the kitchen.
Cantrips don't count, yeah?
I mean,
it's still a spell. Cantrips count.
Oh.
Cantrips count as spell, so yeah.
Okay, well then I can't use message then.
Nope.
Can he use it before the invisibility?
Yeah.
He's invisible now, isn't he?
Yes,
No,
I am, but
it's
no.
fine.
I'll have to do it by ear.
If you want, since you're invisible, you could probably sneak around inside this tower pretty good.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the kitchen and like cook something for Bernie then. Because I already told him I would. Not gonna turn down that promise. Like I said, no one gets left hungry.
So who we're following?
Yeah, what's going on? We got Pride, Groc, and Hathor are pretending to be tied up. Dynn, you're going to be making your way down to HC4, and Norfinas, you're going to do what? Sneak around?
I'm going to try and get into the tower and sneak around, and try and find where either Vanafor is or where Tinderstrike is.
Okay, we're going to go and do what you're going to do, Norfinas, because, I mean, with, Groc, Pride, and Hathor, it's like, suddenly, meanwhile, back at Groc, Pride, and Hathor, they're just tied up there.
Yeah.
Hathor's just sitting there complaining. Jeez, you'd think they would have taken my armor off, and if you're going to burn someone to death, at least have the goddamn common courtesy to not cook them inside a steel suit.
I think that's the intent.
Yeah, these people are kind of pyros about that shit.
Yeah, they're pyros, not smiths. Why would they want to smelt me? That's what I want to know.
Because I know it'll hurt more.
Just like
On
Smite.
second thought, that makes.
I mean, for fuck's sake, in order to join, you have to lift up a goddamn heated pot filled with coal.
Wait a minute. Somebody joined this cult, like from our group.
Dynn. That's how he got them to trust him.
Fucking heathens.
Yeah, why the fuck do you think I'm strapped here? I failed.
Really?
I'm not that strong.
You don't say.
Wait, I'm surprised I was not bringing up. Wait, how did Norfinas get out of it then?
I'm just surprised they're like, well, actually no.
I imagine he lied. He's very good at that.
Well, Norfinas is disguised as a cultist, so it's quite assumed that he already went through the whole procedure.
Yeah, I'm just a nameless peon.
Yeah. That's just lying with fancy clothes.
Yeah.
It's called being a
It's
spy.
falling with style.
That's called peacocking.
Norfinas is just a good spy.
Yes, that was a good laugh. I like that one.
That wasn't me role-playing a laugh. That's just me laughing.
Yay, for once nothing a joke that isn't corny, but that gets
All
good
right, so
results.
back to North.
I just want to
All right,
point out
yes.
I miss Norfinas.
So back to Norfinas.
Yes.
The courtyard, the kennel, the scaffolding. Okay. I'm going to need you to make stealth checks. I'm going to ask you to make about maybe.
Stealth checks, but Norf is terrible at those.
I know, right? Whatever
It's
will
almost
happen.
like he doesn't have advantage or anything. It's almost like he has advantage or something.
Well,
but
sure,
no.
he's invisible, but these are wooden, creaky floorboards.
Actually, boots of.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, you didn't even really fucking need the invisibility unless you get an at one.
Well, it depends on the other roll.
Yeah.
But the boots
Go
of
for it.
Elven
Double
Con,
that once is still a possibility.
it actually happened with Zor, I think. But anyway,
You guys have had double nat ones before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happened a couple times.
The very first session, Groc got a double nat 1 with advantage. On a during that
kidding.
fight, during that initial fight with the Kuotoa.
Oh my god. I will never complain about
I was
natural ones
I was
ever again.
flanking with someone. I think probably Pride or.
yeah.
I was like, all right, you have advantage, double.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that-
make that stealth check for me.
Yep.
I promise never to complain about rolling a 1 ever again.
Yeah, that
I am so sorry.
20.
that moment is forever burned in my brain, and it's
And that one led to Pride's death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it is completely like lost to time because that was the streamed episode.
Oh yeah,
Those
that
when I was
episodes
still
you're
figuring things out.
Yeah.
So how fast are you? Are you like walking up there? Are you tiptoeing up there? Are you just running up there?
actually with Boots of Elven Kind, if I read it right.
Probably could even be running it with this same stealth too, right?
Yeah, while you're wearing these boots, your steps make no sound. Regardless of the surface you are moving across, you also have advantage on dexterity stealth checks that rely on moving stealthily or silently.
Okay. Cool. Fantastic.
You good, bruh? You good?
So as long as I don't
Yep.
hit anyone or crash into anything, I'm fine. Or trip something magically. But I think I'll probably be walking.
Yeah, just 1 second. I'm reading something that's confusing me. I mean, roll me a second stealth check
Okay.
because it's 30 feet you're going up.
26.
Yeah. You're able to sneak around just fine. Sorry. You're able to sneak up there just fine, and you're standing behind both of these guards. But now there's still a door that's kind of behind you.
Is there a keyhole?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Pulling out the thieves' tools.
It's not that it's locked. It's literally a door that's right behind some people. They would probably notice if a door opened. How are you going to get past is all?
Okay, but how close is the door to the guards?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
I got something.
Yep. 17 with...
It was, yeah, sight-based. You notice that the tower wall is rough fieldstone and could probably be climbed because there's a window just a bit up above.
Okay.
If you are willing to make an athletics check, you could probably scale this building to get inside that window.
What about an acrobatics? Because we did use
acrobatics is like to flip all around and stuff. Athletics is to have the strength and endurance to be able to hold yourself up, I think. I don't know, the book is asking specifically for a successful athletics.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, you still get advantage because it's still a part of sneaking around, right?
Only for dex stuff, not for strength.
You're basically rock climbing, so you got to have like the finger strength to hold on and plant your feet.
My athletics is 0.
I mean, you can still try. I mean, if you can't do it like that, I'm sure you can find some other way. If not,
yeah, I'm gonna avoid climbing if I can.
Okay.
So
since you're going to avoid climbing, just for my curiosity, what would you have gotten? You're not climbing. I don't care if you get a natural 20 or high enough. Oh, you would have made it.
Told you. You should have tried.
Yep. Oh well, you gave up on that route. You are not climbing. I am not being nice.
Okay.
The DC was 10, by the way.
50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There, you saw the window up there, but you're not going to climb.
No.
But you did remember you saw some guards. They came, not some guards, some other cultists. They came through that door while you and Dynn were standing around down there.
I am... I'm going to try and very slowly open the door enough so that I can sort of slide between it. If that's possible.
Sure. Roll me a stealth, and you're not going to get advantage because of the boots and all that stuff, or being invisible. This is a matter of how quietly you can open a door that's not of your control, basically.
Right, okay.
$16 is pretty good. To counter this, to make this more plausible, roll me a dex check.
Just plain dex?
Yeah, this is like to see how quickly you can like sneak in. Yeah, okay, really good. The door just kind of slowly opens up on its own. You just quickly jump inside. One of the guard turns around and looks at the door, and it's like, goddamn Francis. How many times have I told him to close the stupid door when he's done? And he just reaches over, grabs the door, and just slams it shut. All right, you are now inside. Oh, that's HC. Upper entry chamber. I'm going to read this. Yeah, I'm going to read this because the The door to this chamber is reachable only from the top of the scaffolding. Blah, 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 blah. This warmly lit room has a large hole in the wooden floor and stone stairs leading up the northern wall. You see 2 cultists in this room.
Okay.
As well as something I need to look up. I don't know what this is. If it's a person. Minute. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you get into this room, you see 2 cultists and an Azur. And I had to look up what Azur was.
Oh,
You see a dwarf made out of copper and on
God.
fire. But he's not like freaking around, running around screaming. You kind of get the impression he's supposed to be on fire.
He's got a
Oh, boy.
blazing head of
Okay.
hair and
Yeah, he takes Ginger to the next level.
The fucking
Hey.
Duragar.
Nope, he's an Azur.
No.
So wait,
Victor
can I
is
connect the
bullying.
dots? Like, is this the burning man that that the guys are gonna be sacrificed to?
Before you even get a chance to connect the dots, you hear these 3 people having a conversation, and they're talking about how Vanifer will be really happy to lure all possible enemies near the hole in the floor and then push them 20 feet down and land on all those spikes.
Light bulb. So
Save one
wait,
for me,
the
I
2
wanna
cultists
toss
and
one
the
down there.
Azur are having this conversation.
Yes.
Huh.
Basically what the Azur is saying is Vanifer has told me to tell Alizar that if anyone should ever sneak in here, they're to be tricked and pushed down that hole. And that is why Vanifer has not given you guys the money to fix this tower. This tower is a beacon of decrepency and a perfect trap. Of course, Vanifer would never set foot in this disgusting temple or tower.
But again,
Mentally.
are the legendary beasts in the basement?
We have to know, especially Entei.
So Norfinas, you're in the room. You're actually roll me another. No, your stealth check was fine to sneak in. Give me 1 second to look something up real fast. Okay, cool.
Mentally,
recommend
Norfinas is
fighting
just
that
screaming right
drone.
now.
Sorry, what?
Mentally, Norfinas is like when he hears, "Oh, Veniver will never be in this tower." It's like in Norfinus's mind, he pulls out a pillow and goes,
I wouldn't recommend fighting that Azur on your own.
"Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not.
don't.
I'm not."
Norfin is the last person to try and pick a fight when he's outnumbered.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Here, Norfinas, roll me another perception check. This is sight-based, so you have advantage.
I'm fairly certain Norfinus is the smartest one of us.
14.
It's good. This is not a hard thing to miss. You kind of like look over as these guys are talking about the giant hole in the floor, and like you can see down how it's a great big deep pit. Look, and like yeah, all like the massive pile of rubble, the furniture and flooring from the level above sits in the middle of this chamber. A cluster of small fire creatures are also seen on top that you would not have been able to see from the floor.
Magmins?
Haha! Someone got it.
I fought those yesterday.
What the fuck are those?
They're like
Fire
little tiny
goblins.
little
Yeah,
fire
they're basically
kind of
they
things.
just basically like group up and just start setting things on fire.
They explode when they die.
Huh.
I
You
was
would
fighting.
not
I think
have
I was,
seen them from the floor.
I think I was fighting those yesterday when the fire giants invaded the town I was in my game.
Mm.
Those things were I didn't fight them personally, but other players did.
It's
and
spelled
they were
Magmin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Magmin. Yes.
Oh wow, so they're imps. Fascinating.
Also, with your perception check, as you look down, you see a tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Chain Devil looks like a fucking JoJo stand.
Would I be able to guess where this tunnel might lead out to?
No.
Or in the general direction?
No. It goes down. It leads downwards. That's what the book is saying. Exact words. Small fire creatures burn the wooden beams along the northern wall, where a tunnel leads downwards.
Shit.
Well, he said she wasn't in the tower. He never said she wasn't under the tower.
Yeah, but the way he was stating it, it's like, oh, she's too good to be anywhere near this tower.
Fair enough.
That's what I'm sort of speculating.
And so there are also stairs that go upstairs. Roll me another perception check. This one is sound-based.
Okay.
It's not a high save, don't worry. You hear that there are definitely more cultists upstairs. It sounds like there's maybe about five people up there, maybe more, maybe less. Sounds about 85.
Okay.
Because it's wooden tower and all that stuff, and so you hear like the floorboards creaking and moving and all that stuff, and you hear the stepping around.
Okay. I am going to go upstairs.
You're gonna sneak your way upstairs, okay?
What do the stairs look like exactly?
The stairs are made out of stone, so they will be quiet as you sneak around. But I'm still gonna ask you to roll a stealth check, because
Yep.
I have to. That's how the game plays.
Okay. I am going to roll stealth.
I mean, technically, you don't have to do anything.
I have to because of the fact that I could get something low and not
Well,
pass.
no, I'm talking about he doesn't have to make you roll anything.
Oh, well. Yeah, but still.
No.
The challenge.
As you make your way up to the top, I want you to make another perception check. You heard the footsteps. Now you're actually going to look instead of hearing.
Okay.
Cool. As you make your way up, you find what definitely looks like to be the barracks. This room has a dozen bedrolls scattered across the floor. The stone stairs continue upwards along the inside of the tower's north wall. So like the stairwell that you're on keeps going up. As you look around this room, there you can see there's 1, 3, 4. Yeah, there were 4 cultists in this room.
Okay. What are they doing?
Sleeping. They're legitimately sleeping. You can see they're breathing up and down. They're just in their beds, not doing anything. But roll me an insight. Haha, perfect. You notice that all these bedrolls are conveniently in a circular pattern around the floor. And with your really good perception, I'm going to play off on that. You kind of see that with all these bedrolls in a circular pattern around the floor, I'm talking like a ring shape.
Yeah.
The center of that floor looks awful shitty. It's probably best to avoid that middle part of the floor, considering what's under it, or rather, not under it. And so, stairs continue going up.
Okay. With that in consideration, I am going to... Wait, was there another set of stairs?
Yep.
I head up those stairs while avoiding.
Roll me another stealth check.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to go across the floor. You can just continue up the stairs.
18.
Cool.
Oh, 21.
Cool. Elazar's chamber. This room contains one bedroll, a desk, and a bookcase. On the northern wall, a tall ladder leads up to a trapdoor in the ceiling. Elazar is currently sitting at his desk, reading a book.
Shit.
I mean, he doesn't have a cell phone to just play Candy Crush on. Doesn't have TV to watch or a computer to browse the internet, so he has to be doing something.
Okay.
And so you're at the top minus the ladder.
Is there
and the ladder's across the room.
Okay. Is there a lock on the trapdoor?
Nope. I would normally make you roll, but I'm just being nice. There's no lock.
Okay, I'm thinking.
I mean, also, since the invisibility was cast on you, it's been all of 15 minutes, maybe?
Yeah. How high is that ceiling where the trapdoor is?
I got a picture. That I can tell you. It's about 15 feet high from floor to ceiling.
Okay. I'm going to use my X-ray vision glasses. It has a range of 30 feet, and it can penetrate a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, or up to 3 feet of wood or dirt.
It's wood.
Okay.
So you put on your X-ray specs and you look into what's behind the trapdoor?
Yeah, just like what's up in that area.
It's the attic. There are bats in there. Big bats. Big flaming fire bats.
And that's the top of the building?
Yep, it's the attic. Wait. With your X-ray vision, does it give you like complete sight of what's in that room?
You can use this. You can see into and through solid matter for 1 minute. The vision has a radius of 30 feet. Yeah, I'm guessing provided that if Norfinas is looking up in that general area, he can pretty much see it. Provided that it meets the requirements.
Then I'm just going to ask you to roll me another perception. I know you've got great sight, so this just to make sure. Yeah, okay. In this attic as well, other than the giant fire bats, there's also a ladder going to the roof. There is another entrance, should you want it.
Okay.
Or exit.
While I still have the X-ray glasses on, I'm gonna... Is there anything in the room that is, like, in a box or anything?
You mean in this chamber?
In the... Not in the attic, but in the other room.
In Elzar's chamber, you mean?
Yes.
No, there's, like, no boxes. You see Elzar at his desk. You see, like, his desk. Can you penetrate more than one item, like object? Because like you looked up at the ceiling. Can you like see X-ray for everything?
It says that I can do it for a minute.
Oh, okay. You see like Elzar's underpants. He's got like a really interesting tattoo on his back that says "Mother."
But it's spelled wrong somehow.
Yeah,
it's like M-U-T-H-E-R.
Moocher.
How's my driving call?
For a good time call.
Yeah.
You see his desk, and in his desk you can see like a large coin pouch, some shiny stones, books, books and parchments, and rolled up parchments, for fun. This is for like a fluff roll. Roll me an insight.
Nope.
This is why I do the fluffs. No idea. So he just rolled up pieces of paper and stuff. That's it. That's what you saw. That's everything in there. You didn't. You see Elzar. You see a bag of gold coins, shiny stones, papers, books, pens, inkwell, blah 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 blah.
Okay. I am going to go I'm going to go back down the stairs, and halfway down the stairs, I'm going to put down. How many do I have? Shit, where are they?
Ball bearings?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I thought I had ball bearings in here.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, I do. 2,000 ball bearings. I'm going to get a handful, probably about 100 or so, and gently spread them out on one of the stairs, not somewhere in the middle of the stairs, like in the middle of the staircase, before heading. I'm trying to work this out. Should I put it in the middle, or should I put them at the bottom of the stairs?
I'm not going to tell you how to play the game. You have to. I've done that way too much in the past. I'm learning from my mistakes. You're playing the game.
Okay.
I tried giving you a whole bunch of hints. It's like, oh yeah, you guys are like totally by yourself in this room. You could like totally kill these guys and get away with it. Oh, you didn't do that? Okay.
Okay, I'm going to... I think it'll be better if I'll do both. I'll put some on the middle of the staircase, I'll put 100 and 100 on the bottom of that staircase from his room. I am also going to try and spread out some ball bearings roughly around in that area where where those guys are sleeping.
Okay. You mean like over the hole?
Like
the shitty floor, I mean to say?
Yeah, lightly, maybe like 500.
Okay.
Gently, like, scattering them and whatnot. So if they wake up, then they're going to fall through it. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And...
just for fun, roll me another stealth to see how quietly you can put these metal ball bearings down. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna be nice. These guys are asleep.
Yep.
It was more just be like natural one. You throw the ball bearings on the floor and it just bounces off their heads.
Yeah.
They're still somehow asleep. Oh, these guys are heavy sleepers. Damn.
Yeah. Especially with the party outside.
I guess they burned themselves out.
Wait.
I'm just gonna stop acknowledging them to take away the gratification.
Yeah. That doesn't stop me.
I know, but it's at least you're not gonna get the gratification of a reaction.
Was there a window on this level where the guys are sleeping?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to quickly put some ball bearings on the middle stair where leading down to the ground floor, but then I'm going to go out the window.
Are you going to make the athletics check and climb back down?
I found, actually, in my bag, a potion of climbing.
Oh. Well, to be honest, too late for that.
I know.
That's what you get for being cautious.
Yeah.
It happens.
So I'll actually, even if I fail my climbing, even if I take fall damage, would anyone really hear me?
You can jump from the windowsill. It's only 15 feet. You take some minor damage, but I don't think you'd make noise with your boots.
Yeah, you know what? I'll jump.
I gotta roll fall damage, though.
Do I need to roll acrobatics, though?
Yeah, roll me a dex save to see if you can like parkour land. It's gonna be a bit of a high DC, but you're really dexterous.
Nice.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm probably still gonna make you. I'm gonna roll a 4 for damage, just to see if you did like a superhero landing and like fucked up your back or whatever.
2.
1. I rolled a d4, but whatever.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You took 1.
Okay.
You're lucky that those X-ray specs were not a spell.
Yeah, the thing is, I can only use them once before I can take a long rest. Otherwise, I can try them again, but I need to get past a succeed on a DC of 15 Constitution.
You saw
saving.
everything you need to see.
Yeah,
I didn't hold anything back short of the add insight. All right, you got all your info, and the ball bearings have been scattered.
I will head back to. I'll quickly go back to where the guys are staying, where the guys are tied up at.
Okay. Roll me another stealth check to see if you can get down that scaffolding safely without knocking over any of the lanterns. Yeah, you're fine.
Meanwhile, with me, I was after I made food for Bernie. The other cult members just started smelling how good my food smelled, and then I started just selling. Then I started making money off of them.
As you got there to the campfire, you see a bunch of them with like marshmallows on a stick, but they're just burning the marshmallows. It's like, it tastes better when you eat the charred skin first. Then you can go back and do it again and just keep eating the charred skin until it gets smaller and smaller, then it's gone.
And then I'm just gonna go up to them and guys. And then I just take out graham crackers and chocolate from my bag, and I'm just like, we can do this better.
I think the chocolate would have horribly melted in this plane of fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That ain't.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind that.
You would? That would be horrible.
You
mess.
put your hand in there and it's just a big puddle. Like, that's the issue.
It's fondue now.
Fun, don't.
Fondue.
Man.
You can do it. You can like just smear this like linty chocolate from your bag on these crackers.
I mean, they're gonna just burn it. I mean, I'm just gonna burn it. I'm just gonna set it on fire for them to eat anyway. So.
Yeah, sorry about the whole chocolate thing, but I mean,
That's fine.
Realistically,
It's not your fault. I just had a lot of expectations for that.
Yeah, pudding could have been made, but
I was really putting a lot of effort in there.
Stop.
Hey, I had to help my buddy.
Uh-huh.
I had it on the tip of my tongue, but then I stumbled.
Don't worry, man. If you ever get stuck on a pun, I got you, bro. Got you. But yeah, I made food for them. Can I make money off of this?
Would they?
I don't know how much. Oh wait, let me see.
Wouldn't they have burned through all their money?
Haha.
I mean, they have gold. Ah, yes.
Do they have gold?
I'm so disappointed in you.
Oh come on.
Hey.
Okay, actually, as you are at HC4, this one woman comes up. She's an elf, and she's playing a fiddle as two little sprites dance around above her as she plays her fiddle. And she
so
comes.
Cool.
She doesn't look all burned and melty. She kind of just looks, I don't know, peaceful and happy. So she's got her fiddle, and her two little sprites come wandering up, and she comes up to you and says, "Oh my, it looks as though you've got quite the mess going on."
And you look like you're not from here.
No, I've been doing a bit of traveling. You know, it took me a while, but I was able to master. Well, okay, I lied. I totally fucked up on my plane shift, and I ended up here. My two little sprites, they don't seem to mind the heat so much. You see, they are fire or smoke methods, after all.
Cool. The only thing I know how to do with smoke is smoke some meat.
Oh, really? I'm sure they would love to have some smoked meat. Have you got any rations to spare?
We're in a food area right now. I can just get some things set up. I was gonna make something.
She turns back. Flix, Aphid, come. The nice little kobold has got some food for you. And you see these two smoke mephits come down, and they look hungry. She introduces herself. She says her name is Garena.
All right. Well, I'll make something for you three as well. Let me just get started on the thing I promised my friend over there, and I'll get something right now.
Perhaps while we're cooking, you can tell me what's going on. I've never quite heard of the Rite of the Wicker Giant. This burning man. I kind of just stumbled my way here. I'm lost of these customs.
I'm a little new to everything myself, so I'm not. Bernie, would you possibly be able to tell us what that's about? Because I am still new to all this too.
Yeah. Bernie comes up and says, "Yeah, so like, you see, is that great big giant burning figure up there?" "Oh yes. What is the point of that?"
While they're doing that, I'm just gonna start cooking.
"Well, you see, we burn it." "Oh, well, why do you burn it?" "Because burning stuff is fun. You see all these fires around you? We like to burn stuff. The cool thing is, not only do we burn that great big wicker man, but the fire doesn't consume it, so it gets to stay on fire forever. Because, you see, it's actually a giant fire elemental." And Garena looks rather surprised, as much as emotion an elf can, portray.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, really? You don't say. How did you bind it to that giant wicker statue?" "I don't know. You gotta ask the boss about that. You think you'd be interested in joining our group? As we do lights a bunch of stuff on fire. It's really fun." And Garena shakes her head and is like, "Oh, no. You see, as a druid, I don't really like burning things too much unless it's for the right reason. The forest only properly blooms after the fire has ravaged through it." Yeah, he sees you get it. Burn stuff. It's great." And Garena's like, no. Nature takes its course. I don't think I could be a part of willingly doing stuff like this. And then at this point, Bernie kind of looks at her really insultedly, as if someone has just simply, insulted something that he's rather passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, you think?
I don't think you should really be here much longer. You're kind of in the wrong group to speak out against that. We kind of like burning stuff. You see, I wouldn't mind burning that fiddle of yours right now. In fact, I think guys will. And you see Bernie go up and he reaches out for Garena's fiddle.
Gonna miss him when he's dead.
Oh, yeah.
I won't.
Stab him.
But then as he reaches out the fiddle, Garena, she reaches, and she casts Shillelagh on her quarterstaff.
This is gonna be fun. This is
not
gonna
her
be
quarterstaff.
fun.
I meant to say on her violin staff.
Actually, my druid uses a quarterstaff, so.
Well, because she plays a fiddle, and so you can cast Shillelagh on any stick or club, and so now this violin fiddle acts as a Shillelagh, and she leans forward and just baps him over the head. "No! You shall not touch this fiddle. It was gifted to me by the great oak tree." At which point...
Out of character, I want to point out that she just used said fiddle as a weapon to beat him over the head.
I actually was about to say in character. Doesn't that count as touching him since you hit him over the head with it?
No, she didn't use the fiddle. She used the
Staff.
Oh.
Yeah, not the staff.
Oh.
I think it's called the bow. You know the
Oh,
the staff,
okay.
yeah, what you
Okay,
guys
well, that's
play.
yeah, you
different.
know the actual part you strum the strings
I
against.
The
gotcha.
bow, yeah.
And she
Okay,
used
that sounds like
Um,
hitting someone with a ruler.
yeah, more or less, but a magic ruler, so Shillelagh does actual magic damage. It's a cantrip too.
Yep.
So it's
Okay,
not-
geez, headmistress, I'll go back to Christian school.
Does you mean
Oh, sorry.
Catholic?
Oh yeah, I never went to any of those actual things
Yeah,
for a second.
they don't use
Well,
Yeah,
rules.
you didn't miss much.
Although she does have a quarterstaff, and then it. But yeah, no, she used her the fiddle bow to smack what's his name, Bernie, and it does a whole D8 plus 2.
Come on, 10.
It did 8 total.
Almost.
That was Bernie, and
Is Bernie dead?
Bernie's not dead. Oh, not even fucking close. No, not even close. If anything, Bernie's really upset. Like, oh, what'd you do that for? And so she replies, I says no one will touch my fiddle. It was gifted to me by the great oak tree of the Beastlands. And it's like, great oak tree.
Oh,
What's
boy.
that? Well, it is the great ever-loving tree of my home. Like, oh, so what you're saying is you come from a great big forest. Yes, but there is nothing you could do about that.
Before anything else starts to get out of hand, I'm just going to quickly ring like I don't know, like do some kind of something to grab both their attentions. Probably like raise up the heat a bit to like make a little bit of a stronger fire. Do something to grab their attentions, and I'm just gonna say, Bernie, your food's done. Here, go eat over there for a bit, okay? I'll go make some food for her as well, okay?
Bernie kind of just squints his eyes and shoots daggers at her. Not literal daggers, I mean like eye daggers.
Oh yeah.
And
I was about to ask, with what?
and he looks back to you, Dynn, and he's like, yeah, okay. You know, that's good.
Get it while it's hot and ready.
And so the druid kind of looks all huffy, and she and her two smoke methods decide to leave. But roll me a perception check.
Sure.
This is hearing based if you have advantage on that. No, you have smell advantage.
19.
Yeah, as she's walking away, you hear her muttering, "Would have never gotten away with that if my brother Dimble was here."
I'm going to see if I can get her attention to come back.
Called it.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm going to yell for her to come back because she real quick.
What? Clearly I'm not welcome here anymore. Gonna go to where it's a lot safer as well, away from all these brutes.
I heard you say something about Dimble.
I guess those. Hold on. She tries to take a moment to recompose herself because elves must be proper. Oh, I guess those.
Bard.
I guess yes. No, she's a druid.
No.
No,
the chat.
Oh. And so I guess I guess those large ears of yours are good for something.
Real
yes.
quick, Dimble. Is Dimble little gnome, longish brown hair, kind of broody and likes to use inflict wound?
I don't know anything about inflict wounds, but yes, my brother, the little gnome, who's also a cleric, not a druid.
I didn't say anything about druid.
because she's a druid and she says.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I was able to get a sense of his aura while I was here. There's not much of nature around, but I was able to commune with the world around. And I had a feeling he was close by, but now that feeling is gone.
He's actually. Oh, sorry. No, you keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt.
And so now that his essence is no longer here, I'm just being a tourist.
I know Dimble.
You do? How do you know Dimble?
Quickly, let me adjust for her to get closer so I can whisper.
She kind of like looks over to the nasty group of cultists, making sure that it's safe before she leans in.
I'm not from here. Me and some of my friends, we came here from another plane as well, and we're only here to infiltrate and get a special item out from these fire cults. We actually Dimble was with us this whole time until he decided to leave when we were over in the town close by.
She just kind of stares at you for a moment. It's like, what are the odds that she would run into someone here of all cities and places and planes that someone would actually know her brother? And so she just takes a moment. Yeah.
In character, pretty slim, out of character, very high considering.
True.
I just wanted to. I don't know. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so she looks. She's like, well, where did he go? What happened? Why is he here with you now?
No, he left our group. I think he was not. I guess he wasn't really a big fan of my party, so he decided to leave on his own for a bit. He might still be in this plane, but he might have. He was also looking for someone who could send him back to the plane of wilds.
No, he's not here. I would be able to sense him. Alas, I guess I missed him once again. But that's okay. I cannot cast the plane shift again until tomorrow, once I've meditated some more. I was hoping maybe to spend the night in this camp, but I don't think it would be too safe with these pyromaniacs, she yells out loud in an attempt to insult these people. Clearly too.
I imagine
and then
they're
just
probably
everyone
like,
saying, "Thank you, yeah, thanks. You're all right with me, lady."
And if it wasn't for these degenerates, the bugbears in the camp above and the werebears in the camps below, I don't know how. I don't know how safe it would be for me to be here.
You just hear one cultist in the background saying, "I don't know what a bugbear is, but that's pretty hot."
Oh no, man, you're a pig.
I hear Tricadia is nice this time of year.
But okay.
Dracadia.
I didn't make any of that stuff up. These guys are here. That's what the book said.
Oh, I thought that was like a Beastlands insult or something.
Nope. There are bugbears, and there are also
Werebears?
Werewolves, but I'd rather werebears because someone sent me a picture of magma bears, and I'm gonna make them into magma bears.
That sounds nice. Yeah. Then I'll just tell her. Well, after we get what we're looking for, sometime in between now and a couple hours, we're going to immediately get out of this plane. If you'd like to come with us to get away from all this, I can help you. We can help you out.
I guess.
We could use the backup, honestly.
Are you sure you're strong enough to handle yourself here? I mean, you're just one little kobold. What good could you do against all these people?
Considering considering a majority of my party is tied up on those sticks right now, I think I have good chances.
He's the chef. He could poison all their food.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that. I'd never poison.
No, but Norfinas might.
Yeah.
I know I came here by myself, but there are also other druids, not from the Beastland, such as myself. Just over...
Flame druids.
Yes. Yes, they are. Just over there, just past the crossroads here. They were sleeping the last time I walked past them.
They might not be big fans of you, considering how they are very close with fire.
Maybe. But I think there might have also been some more druids down at the base camp, but they seem to absolutely embrace the fire more than this current sleeping group of druids do. They had these two elk with like flaming antlers. I don't know, they seem kind of scary.
How about you stick with me for a bit? How about you stick with me until we can get everyone out of here, and we'll be able to ignore all of the fire lovers all around us. I can help you out for a bit until then, and you'll be able to, and you can get home safely afterwards. Because we have a place that you can stay for a night over back at the tavern I work at.
Sure. I've got my tent currently set up at the top of the hill in what would be referred to as HC5. If you wanted to come and accompany me there, that would be nice.
Sure. Let me finish cooking the food I was going to make for your two, what were those two things called again?
Smoke methods.
Yeah.
They were called Flix and Aphid, Flix, and Aphid, AFID.
How about I finish up making food for you and your two little buddies, and I can take the dishes up there, and we can enjoy some lunch. Or what time is it?
It's probably about maybe hour and a half to the sacrifice time.
Well, like, what time is it? Like in time, like, is it like noon? Is it like later?
Evening.
Like evening. Okay, yeah. Dinner. Okay, then we can have some dinner up near your tent while I wait for my rogue friend to help us to come back with some information.
Sure. As I said, you got about an hour and a half before all this stuff is going down. Okay. So Garena, she leads you to her bonfire and where her tent is. There are other people there at HC5, but they are absolute generic NPCs that the book doesn't even talk to about. Because there's 3 tents in HC5, and unless each of her smoke methods got a tent, these are just absolute generic NPCs.
I mean, maybe they like their privacy.
Yeah.
If this was an anime, they would just be black silhouettes.
Maybe they like their privacy.
It's just their method of living.
Sure. Okay.
You get it?
No.
Method of living.
No, I don't get it.
You don't get it, or you don't want to get it?
Are you speaking English? It honestly sounds like you're speaking like German or something.
Oh, here we go.
You don't want it, or you don't?
No, I don't understand Russian. Sorry.
What? No. All right, let's keep going then.
Okay.
Спасибо.
Yeah, I'm just reading something real quick.
I'm just gonna get something set up for what I feel is gonna happen, and now I wait.
This is something to do with me, isn't it?
No, actually, it's just for if shit goes south. Which it will. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Especially with those ball bearings.
Honestly, shit hits south with our group
So
fucking
often.
Frequently.
Yeah.
Are you rethinking your decision with the ball bearings? Or something?
No, definitely not. Because honestly, if we can remove some of the guys and they fall into the pit, then hell yeah. And who knows, maybe the second in command falls into it.
Oh,
That'd be
no,
hilarious.
Oh fuck no! As soon as we step foot out of this fucking small courtyard area, that fucking fire elemental's probably gonna fry our ass.
That depends.
I mean, I'd probably be okay, but
So would Pride.
Yeah, but fire
On
resistance only
second
goes
thought,
so
I'd rather
far
die.
when you're fighting a fire elemental. It's the size of Wicker Man.
Don't worry, I'll throw chocolate marshmallows and graham crackers and make it a s'mores elemental.
Wait, isn't that... Wait, I thought the Burning Man thing was the thing
The
inside.
fire elemental's covering it.
Yeah, this whole situation. We keep calling it Burning Man, but
Hell, the episode will be called Burning Man.
the right of the Wicker Giant. That's what this is called. I keep calling it Burning Man because we all know what Burning Man is.
Yeah.
This is called the right.
Let's be honest. It's not called Burning Man for legal reasons in the book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We can call it Burning Man because who's gonna fucking sue us?
Okay, so what's going on, Dynn? You have left. What's her face?
Yeah, I finished up the food, and then we're gonna go up to HC5 to it's where she wants to wait.
Okay, cool. Cool. So what? You're just gonna hang out at HC5?
I guess for a bit, yeah, until I get information, until I can know what's.
You're not gonna get much information out of her. She's just.
No,
tourist.
he means from me.
Oh, right.
From North, yeah.
Norfinas. Roll me. What's your passive perception?
18.
18. You notice Bernie walking across the.
Which way? Coming towards Groc and the others, or going towards the building?
Going towards the tower.
I'm gonna do a U-turn and cut him off and like be really chummy with him. Hey, Bernie.
Hey, oh, yo, hey, Torch. Yo, what's happening?
I'm just getting the sights of the party and the smells and the food.
Oh, yeah, it's great. That, the blue lizard man. I mean, too bad he doesn't shoot fire out of his mouth like dragons do. But that blue lizard man, he made us some really good burnt meat. Oh, man, I don't know if I could eat any more.
Wish I was there to see it.
I mean, he's probably still down there. He made a friend. And, yeah. You know, he made friends with one of them druids. You know, we got druids down here in the plane of fire, but she wasn't one of them fire druids, you know? She was one of them plant druids.
They still exist?
Yeah, but here's the thing. She ain't from around here. She said she was from this place called the Beastlands, and that they have this giant oak tree. And oh man,
what's an oak?
Something tells me that the boss would love to get information about that. I mean, think of all the trees that we could burn. I mean, we kind of like tapped this place, if you know what I mean. Like, we burned everything, and then things we didn't burn was already burned when we got here.
I know what you mean. I mean, imagine if we could burn a fully grown tree, you know?
Oh man, now you know. Now you're thinking it through. I'm sure that Imix, Imix, the Prince of Fire, elemental evil fire, he would just love having all those sacrifices, all those trees, all the people, and all the animals just burning away. Yeah, I gotta go and tell Elzar about this, and we gotta make our way over there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go talk to Elzar.
Okay. I just let him go and let him go.
Cool. So he makes his way up the scaffolding. He makes his way inside.
I am going to instantly run over to the stake guys.
Roll me another perception check. Disadvantage because you're fucking far away and it's hearing based.
13.
Just north, or
it's too far. You're too far away.
Shit.
Sorry.
No, you're right.
Hey, Norf, how's it hanging?
There's a slight problem.
Problem how?
Well, first of all, neither Timberstrike or what's her name again? Vanifer. They're not in the tower. And they're not in the tower. And I may have set up some ball bearings on a set of stairs and on a weakened floor in case, to try and thin the numbers, so to speak. But also, Bernie?
Yeah.
He was just with Dynn and he encountered a druid, and both Dynn and him encountered a druid from the Beastlands, and he is heading up those stairs now. So I think it's
Dynn back up here.
No, I think he just went into the tower, and I think now is the time we leave. I'm gonna go and get Dynn, and maybe this druid.
Did you at least get the information of where Venifer is?
I couldn't. The second in command was in the room. I couldn't even look over his shoulder without being detected. But who knows? Maybe he might.
Do you know about how many people are in the building?
There's 2 cultists. Oh, besides the 2 at the door, there's 2 on the floor, on the ground floor where the spike pit is. There's whatever the name of the dwarven Azur. There's an Azur there. Also in the spike pit, there's some fire imps. Magmans. There's about 5 sleeping cultists on the second floor, and then there's the second in command. Sorry, I can't remember his name. The guy you met, Pride.
Oh, that asshole.
Yeah, he's up there in his study, and above him, in the attic, there is a bunch of fire bats.
Ooh.
So, I think it's about time we leave.
Honestly, I don't want to leave without the information of where Tinderstrike is.
I know, but...
But we don't have a choice.
No. You should be able to slip out of your chains anyway, so I'm gonna quickly run down and try and find where Dynn is.
Yeah, just meet us back up here as soon as you can.
No, I think you should go now. Because if Bernie is heading up to where that guy is, he's gonna encounter the first set of ball bearings on the stairs. And then everyone's gonna get up and, well, it's gonna be a real party.
Are ball bearings on stairs really reason enough to get the entire camp in a tizzy, though?
1,000 of them would.
Well, there was enough ball bearings on the stairs to maybe trip 2 people. Then, because on the second floor, it's the floor is incredibly weak, I put them around where they were sleeping, so as soon as they wake up, they're probably going to fall through the floor. And I put about 200 ball bearings on the stairs leading up from the second in command's study. So if I don't end up killing a few people, they're going to be waking up with quite a few broken bones.
Regardless,
Well,
I do not feel comfortable porting out of here, not knowing that you and Dynn are gonna make it out.
Look, they didn't see me go in. Right? I might know where Dynn is. He said something about cooking something in one of the camps. I can try and find him a lot easier as long as I know where he is. And maybe we can meet up somewhere in the middle before teleporting out. And plus, if they start blaring the alarms, you guys are not going to be able to get out of here by yourselves without teleporting out. So you might as well do that as soon as possible. Do I hear anything?
Sorry, I was looking up some stats real quick. Yeah, you hear dogs barking. And so yeah, you hear dogs barking. Like, you didn't really hear dogs barking before, but now you hear dogs barking.
Can I tell if they're like barking because they're just dogs barking, or are they barking because something's up?
Because something's up.
Okay. I think you guys have to grab your stuff and teleport out here now. I'm going to quickly go and try and find Dynn.
Roll me your passive perception is 18, right?
Yes.
With your passive perception, you look out of the corner of your eyes, you see these dogs barking, and these aren't like normal dogs. These are like
fire dogs.
Hellhounds?
Hellhounds.
I was just about to say hellhounds, yeah.
Oh boy.
And you see the hellhounds, they're barking, but they're like barking up. And so you kind of look up at where they're barking, and you see a group of 5 giant fire bats all swarming out from the tower, all circling around the tower.
Oh, crap.
Okay,
Would-
yeah, Dynn.
Would
Yeah, go
would
get
Dynn
Dynn.
be able to see this? Would Dynn be able to see this?
I
That's your
think
passive
shit's
perception.
at the fan. I think shit's at the fan.
I'll roll perception then, just to make sure.
Well, it's a matter of what's your passive, because you wouldn't know to know. You don't
Oh.
hear the dogs from that far away.
Yeah.
This tower
Passive's 13.
I'm gonna say no. You wouldn't know because this tower is far enough away. You don't know anything is up. You don't even know that Bernie has run off.
Would I have seen the bats?
I think
you're-
context-wise, you wouldn't really know because, again,
Yeah.
I knew because I looked in the building and I just told the other 3.
Yeah,
That's fine. Let's make sure.
and he could hear the dogs barking. And he was already aware that shit might be on the go.
He's
All
been
right,
on
North.
a knife edge this entire time.
All right. Well, looks like we've used up way too much fucking time. We gotta get out of here now.
Yeah. Okay. You
Shit's
guys,
starting to hit the fan.
Yep. I'm going to go.
I think this is also a good place to end it for the night too. That
Yeah.
we're ending on a cliffhanger with conflict.
Wow.
Mhm.
This is the best D&D game I've ever had where I spent the entire time tied to a post.
It's story.
Sorry.
This is just. I'm sorry,
it's
but that
better
was
than
story.
Yeah, no, it's better than the last time.
I'm just
That was
having
boring.
a laugh. I'm
Yeah.
just having a laugh.
I know, but hey, it's not like Godzilla did anything either. Groc was tied up just as much.
Yep.
This is the second time Pride's been fucking chained up by the cults.
Yeah, but
Yep.
this is also the second time that I've made it so that you could technically escape.
Yes, but what the fuck are we gonna do without causing problems?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Groc,
Groc, when we
Groc
get
and
out of here,
Hathor in
will you be
particular are
willing?
not exactly inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Hey, Dynn's doing things right.
Groc as I think anytime we have to roll a stealth roll that really matters, Groc has always gotten a nat
Failed.
1.
Yeah. Hence why the
Like, that is-
comparisons between Dasmar and Zorberg.
This is
Yeah.
why you need to use group roles.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we're not able to do that most of the time because we split the party way too fucking frequently.
Yeah, Dynn is super far away from the party. At least the 4 of you guys are all together.
Groc, when and if we get out of here, do you need any healing?
No, I am good. I used some hit die, and I'm only down 5 points.
Oh,
I scratched my knee when I
Okay,
fell
never
out the
mind.
building.
Oh, I hurt my knee. No, hurt my knee. No, I fell down building and hurt my knee. No.
What are you doing?
Anyway,
all right.
Yeah.
So what'd you
If
guys
that's it for
think
the
of
day,
that
I think
sudden
I'm gonna-
twist? Sudden
With the-
Dimble sister.
was
I
this
think it threw. I think that was such a twist it threw my back out.
was this something that
Shyamalan.
Messy planned, or was this what you came up
Just
with?
me.
Just you? Okay.
Just
It was such a twist, it scratched Norfinas' knee.
While I fell out the building, yeah.
It was such a twist. I shouted, twist and shout.
Like you were just about to like just get out the window, and then you were just like, "Wait, Dimble has a
M.
what?"
Night
And then fall.
Shyamalan's. It
What
was
a
like
twist.
M. Night Shyamalan's movies.
What a twist.
I have my suspicions about her.
Also, shit, I forgot to post the fucking thing I had prepared.
But yeah, I missed yours. But yes, I was asking if you knew Mage Hand for the express purpose of scratching Hathor's ass.
I was gonna chime in and says, "Oh, don't worry, I can do that for you."
You wouldn't really want to get your ass scratched by Pride's Mage Hand. It's kind of demonic.
So what you're saying is that it's like one of those fancy.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it's demonic, I bet it makes one hell of a butt scratcher.
Yeah, it would
Ah.
have like the kind of nails. That
No,
would-
more like it's from Japan.
I was gonna say it would give great
Oh.
strangers.
Oh.
Not
On that
everybody.
note-
All right. Tune in next. Oh wait, no, we're not playing next week, are we?
No. I will
Oh,
be in
this.
Canada.
I've been seeing this on Twitter.
Oh god, that is such a weird song. It's hilarious, but so creepy.
It is a fucking fantastic song.
Okay, but context-wise, why is this relating to our party?
Because if shit hit the fan,
Okay,
Oh,
fair enough.
Yeah.
All
like I
right.
said, prepare something in case shit hits the fan.
Sure.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
work in the morning. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Alright, so you guys